Greetings, and welcome in. We're playing more of Asylum today. And I'm a little bit on edge because there was like a cartoonishly evil-looking spider outside my door today, and it went away before I could sweep it up. And now I'm very scared, genuinely, like in real life. I'm scared of spiders. I know that they can be good, they eat other bugs, etc., etc. Logic does not explain what goes on in my brain and my heart when I see a spider. And this one, I swear, it also moved really fast. Obviously, it moved really fast. But, oh man, I can't, okay, sorry. So if I'm looking around a little bit paranoid, that's why. But it gets us in the mood. It gets us in the mood for Asylum. We've got this place. Maybe Lenny will be able to, like, clean it up. The thing I'm actually most scared about is, like, I know it's somewhere, right? And I can forget about it. But is that really good? Because what if it, like, crawls on the ceiling and then by the end of stream, you just see, like, it coming down and it's like on my face now, and then I have nightmares forever. And don't tell me that that's not realistic. I've had a spider on my face before. It was not pleasant. I still have nightmares about it. So yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have like arachnophobia or are scared of spiders quite like I am, but especially in real life, I freeze. It's so scary. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're getting in the mood. Hopefully you don't have too many spiders around you. If you do, I apologize, but we're in the same boat. Welcome in, Blinky and Melody and Blue and Adam. It's good to see you guys. Stephens, welcome in. And Jess and Alieann and Burke. And Abby and Garfield and Supermaya and Howard. Welcome in. Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you so much. And, is it Rockero? Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Lurkers are welcome as well, but it's always nice to see people in chat. And Ollie, welcome in. How's it going? Okay, I think that we are good. I do have the game up. It's exactly where we left off from last time. Let me make sure we're good. I think that we are. Okay, I'm gonna do one last sweep. Just to make sure I'm not getting, like, the spider's not sneaking up on me. And I will forget about it for now. I will ask if anybody stays for the entire stream before I end. Just, like, be like, spider warning, so that I can get paranoid again and I don't forget and I walk in. I'm genuinely terrified of having a spider on me, okay? All right, I'm going to stop talking about it. We're going to get into the game. No more IRL scares, only in-game scares for us. And we have a new hallway because Lenny finished cleaning this. All right, let's do it. Okay. I think we can actually go. The stained glass is pretty. I think, because the last time we had talked to the doctor and he didn't give us much information. So I think the first thing that I want to do is just go into the new area we've never gone to. Manifest no spiders, exactly. If I don't think about it, here's the thing though, is like tiny spiders, they still scare me and I'll still get really like paranoid about them. But if they kind of like don't move that much or they go away and I can just forget about them, I'm like, okay. This one, it was moving so fast. It was moving faster than your eyes could see. Am I being dramatic? No, it was scary. It wouldn't open. Okay, let's go into here then. Hey guys, welcome in. You haven't missed anything. We just got started. This is like the third episode. So we're starting from I think we're like at 11 p.m. now in the Asylum. But we just started this new section, so we're in a new place. Another light switch that does not work. And I assume a lot of equipment that we have. So. Ooh, Lord. Okay, Leonard. Wait, Leonard? What am I looking at? Did he break his bones? Okay. And then we also have this. Will Hodgson, 43102A. I'm gonna write these down. I wrote down the things the last time. Oh, wait, no, this is the guy who had the music box, isn't it? Was this the guy who was roommates? They were roommates? With, the whole music box thing that we need to actually get through for this hour, I think. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's the roommate. Okay, William Hodgson is a robust man with rugged facial features. Half of his face is covered in severe burn scars. He fell victim to an intense fire as a child as a result of being neglected by his parents. Ever since that event, Hodgson has experienced acute panic attacks whenever the subject of fire surfaces in any given conversation, an inevitable occurrence that has resulted in psychogenic, non-epileptic seizures and uncontrollable crying. Such reactions are in stark contrast with his imposing looks, yet Hodgson has unfortunately become a slave to his irrational fear. However, this patient can be equally pacific and mellow, routinely obeying orders and staying out of trouble. Specialists have determined his condition is reserved. While he shows promise, he is slow and exhibits difficulty reasoning and learning far more than his peers. Hodgson is lucky to have a formidable voice that commands a sense of respect, which has fooled high-risk patients who would otherwise have taken advantage of him. Interesting. I wonder why they decided to mention his voice, if that's going to come into play either with a flashback or something. I think he is the roommate. Hold on. Do I have my notes from the last time? I think I do. Or do I? Oh yeah, Rebecca was in 107B, and then 102A was the other room that we had went to, so I think that this is the roommate. That being said, does it say anything about death? I don't think so. Because the assumption, I think the doctor said the last time, anybody who would have swallowed that key, I think, wouldn't have survived. So I think they were hinting at the fact that we were going to have to go back to the morgue. A set of wooden stairs probably used to train patients. A typical scale for measuring the weight of patients was rested. Okay. One pair of crutches. A finding to be expected in a rehab room. Are those crutches? Are they just like... Wait, the thing's on the wall? I know this is a wheelchair. A broken wheelchair. Useless. Okay. And then we have some sort of like pipe or valve back here. And some more documents. We got all the lore this time. Exhausted and disappointed by the last session, I decided to take a walk outside in the yard to clear my mind. It was a sunny afternoon, more peaceful than usual, with patients aimlessly wandering on grass, all of them lost in their own absent-minded business. A soothing ambiance, if a bit eerie, which helped calm my nerves. Among these patients, seemingly enjoying the blissful yet rare moments, was Leonard, who was more talkative than usual with his peers, clearly influenced by the same kind of haunting aura that I felt in the air. There's something about him that makes me even more irate about the regressions in my group. Leonard was so close to being discharged from the institute. As I approached him in hopes of having a more open conversation than our therapy sessions usually afforded, a striking detail that I had missed earlier thanks to the duller lighting of the therapy room stopped me in my tracks. There was a noticeable rash across his ankle running from his right foot up to the bottom of his gown. Leonard seemed to have repeatedly scratched himself, and quite recently too, judging by the shiny red spots sprinkled across his skin. Puzzled about this, I motioned to get my patient's attention, but noticed yet another curious aspect of his appearance. His gown was overly dirty, although this fact by itself was irritatingly usual by now. However, it wasn't just dirt, but some sort of splotches of organic matter, as if Leonard had rubbed himself against a moldy wall. My initial guess was that he had simply laid down on the grassy grounds of the yard to have some rest, but there was something about the texture of those stains that still intrigued me. They had a certain glittering nature to them, like the trail a slug would leave, and the color wasn't quite green either, as in reminiscent of grass, but a shade similar to turquoise. I took Leonard to my office so I could ask him a few questions in private. The organic stuff that I obtained from Leonard's gown has proven to be more bewildering than I imagined. It is of fungoid origin, as suspected, yet it seems to be exceedingly rare. While this is far from my area of expertise, there's no question the sample is something unique. Its properties indicate that it can only thrive in warm and humid environments, which are unlike the conditions of our region. We are blessed with dry weather throughout the year, however, that means this mold fungus is from some kind of deep undergrowth, and somehow Leonard has gotten close to it. I left a cotton swab impregnated with the stuff next to one of those lab rats. Evidence dictates that the presence of this material caused a visible rash on Leonard's body, so a mere small quantity should produce a marked change in such a little critter. Something happened to the rat. I can't quite put my finger on what that is, but the rat is behaving differently. No visible physical alterations of note, but something is not the same. Could this be, is it carcinogenic, which means cancer-causing? A number of mold species produce toxins that can cause various health problems, the worst of which can ultimately include liver and lung cancer, as well as invasive diseases, especially in small children, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems. The most toxic mold known to date is thought to be black mold, or Latin, that name, which can cause general respiratory problems, especially if one has asthma or allergies, and may be linked to lung cancer, but none of this applies to our case. Moreover, some poisonous mushrooms are known to cause organ failure, but none have been proven to be invasive to this extent. There's the death caps and rather romantically named destroying angels in the realm of plants. There's, of course, the Atropa belladonna, but that's basically poison. It doesn't stimulate a malignant growth, while some species of mushrooms contain naturally produced carcinogens. These exist only in minute amounts and cannot directly cause cancer, and yet there are peer-reviewed records of unusual Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, which is a pathogenic fungus, although it only attacks insects. It is parasitic indeed and did something to the rat, but no, that's impossible. There are no records of such a thing anywhere in the world. If what I suspect is true, the carcinoma has an effect akin to a hallucinogen drug, as if Leonard came close to, and if Leonard came close to it, maybe the rest. Oh my god. Okay. This is like one of the huge pieces, that was a lot to read. That's one of the huge pieces of information, though, that we were kind of looking at to find here. Sorry, that distracted me for a while because it was like 4 pages. Welcome in, Huckaduck. How's it going? Ooh, ectoplasm. Wait, actually, it could be ectoplasm. Because here's the thing, is I'm assuming that this was Dr. Ann. She's trying to categorize what the substance is, but she's also like, this is like nothing I've ever seen before. And it's causing physical and mental reactions in both the mice and humans, like Leonard. But that's the first clue. I kind of suspected that when they were digging down below, but we still don't know if it's something more paranormal. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I was thinking that too. It does sound like the kind of like a zombie fungus, but I don't know. We haven't like seen anything that would indicate zombies yet, have we? Something along those lines? I guess someone didn't like the way he or she looked. No trace of water. Okay, and then we have more documents. Let's do it. Rehabilitation sessions, morning report. A number of patients exhibited injuries of varying severity and unknown origin. It is recommended that they continue with more extensive round of rehabilitation sessions to avoid worsening condition. As usual, we will continue with the sessions sorted by cell number. Cell 101A, patient is well, no special care needed. 102A is where the 2 patients from Group E are. Cellmates Bertrand LaRoche and William Hodgson presented a marked deterioration in their condition. LaRoche is growing increasingly tense, and nurse Marion noticed a number of bruises on his body, new episodes in which he falls into a sort of catatonic state, unable to respond to stimulations. Hodgson is similarly more on edge than usual and presented serious burns on his chest that no one could explain. We recommend strict supervision. Wait, so he had, part of his backstory is that he was burned as a child, right? There was the fire that we had read in his patient thing, and now he's starting to get these weird burns. Is it something that's linked to your psyche and like your past traumas literally resurface physically? Is that what they're getting at with this? That would be an interesting concept, actually. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever the substance they're getting at manifests from your brain. Also, Brandon, the game is called Asylum. It's linked in the description. If you want to play it yourself. Imagine the spider. Dude, you reminded me about the spider. Now I'm gonna be paranoid. My worst fear is that it's gonna be like on the ceiling and then just drop down. And, like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it'd be funny. It'd be terrifying for me. It wouldn't be funny at all for me. I'd cry, probably. But I'm wondering if that's what it is. Okay, so let's read the other patients, though, and see if we can get any more clues. We detected another fracture in Leonard's ankle. None of the staff can explain how this happened. They are aware of his osteogenesis, and extreme care was already... There we go. Enforced. 2 sessions each day are recommended. Noon report, cell 102A. Cellmates had some kind of quarrel over a musical box that LaRoche enjoyed but made Hodgson nervous, as described by Marion. In the struggle, Hodgson retrieved the spring from the device and immediately swallowed it. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room, but surgeons deemed too dangerous to perform the excision in his current condition. High blood pressure must be managed before administering anesthesia. Cell 102A, Hodgson died of a heart attack during his session. Nothing could be done to lower his pressure. Before passing away, the specialist reported a heart rate so high that the chest was visibly throbbing violently. The deceased had been taken to the morgue. Cell 105A, Crawford has developed a chronic asthma. Traces of ashes or dirt were found across his body. Recommend increased supervision of his daily wanderings. The patient insists to sleep with the lights on, which bothered Leonard. Okay. Hodgson, was that the patient who had swallowed the wind-up key in my vision? How did you see that, too? Unless you were... Maybe we are a former doctor. Maybe that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Because the vision was in the cell. And if he was another patient at the time... Maybe it goes further than just what he himself had seen in the hospital, though. And then I can't get into that one. Okay. Let's go. Maybe we're also infected. I think so. I think we are also infected with whatever happened down there. Because if we were part of Group E, the entire group seemed to be in close contact with it. Something about this place sent a shiver down my spine. There was a hint of dread in the air, thanks in part to a freakish mechanical apparatus reigning over the room. Oh, is this where Hodgson died? Is this an operating room? It was simply amazing that... Oh, sorry. The lamp still emitted such a powerful light. The bed looked stained with both rust and organic material. Dark stains were all over the interior wall of the broken wardrobe. I didn't want to know the source of those stains. I don't blame you, dude. And then we can go into here. Oh no, I wanted to... hydrochloric acid? A jar that seemed unused and in newer condition than the rest of the items here piqued my interest. The label said hydrochloric acid, with an exclamation point. I nearly returned it to the shelf, but decided to keep it around. For now. Is there anything else I can pick up? I don't think so. Hydrochloric acid. I don't know what to use that for yet. There is a steady flow of clean water here. I didn't want to wash this. So I can wash a couple things. I don't want to wash this. Or there's a couple different places we can wash things, because there was another sink, I think, on the 2nd floor. You know? And then we have this. It is now possible to analyze the organic material in the glass slide. Do I have a slide, though? What do you mean? Okay, if we ever pick up a slide, then we'll be able to pick that up. The blanket covering the structure looked disgusting, as if it had been drawing dust and condensation for a long time. And I can go back here. Beep, boop. I don't know what I'm doing. Beep, boop. Can I go up or down? Oh, on. Yes. Okay, we'll keep it on for some reason. Based on my findings in the library, I knew this contraption was used to perform a brain biopsy. Oh, it wasn't in my plans to spend any more time near this twisted, something. I don't know. I miss Lenny too. Lenny, I think, is going to be a consistent character, though, because he keeps us from moving forward before we need to certain areas. He's like the chapter divider. I never liked syringes, but it was in good shape and could have proven useful, so I took it with me. Okay, and then we have so many doors. Test tubes. Ancient Greek drawing. Was it? Coffee mugs. There's too many, like, food items for me to feel comfortable in all of these different places where bodily fluids are common. Is this a blood clot? Yellow papers. And nothing. There's so many drawers that don't have anything here. So the goal is to figure out what's going on here, and then also... Wait, are we gonna have to, like, perform brain surgery or something? We should wash our hands, but potentially is, like, filthier than if we didn't use the water in this place, because remember, they haven't done renovations yet. Piano is too worn out to read properly. Can I combine the two? I don't think I can combine any items, because I don't have, like, this is my inventory, technically, is to speak with things. So I don't think I can do it here. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? I think the water is absolutely messed up. Okay, we got so much to look at. Let's start here. Destroyed. No more radiographs could be placed here. Sedative. A sticky label with the word sedative was in the front of this bottle. The labels were stained with some kind of fluid, rendering them unreadable. Okay, then what's the point of looking at them? Is there something back here? World building? The drawers in this room seem to have been emptied a long time ago. Empty? Ah, the medical appliance bore marks of someone enduring pain. Oh. It's, like, to bite down on? Is this before they had... Wait! But they mentioned anesthesia. Was it just not strong enough for some surgery? The lamp was barely held by one of the wires. Seems like it could fall apart at any minute. Yes, this is a horror game. It's called Asylum. I didn't think they could receive patients in this room. Garbage all around the bed. Don't think it's very hygienic. Well, I also don't think it might not have been hygienic at the time either that it was used, but this has very clearly been abandoned for years, my dude. The lamp didn't even have a light bulb. Okay, and I see some more lore for me to read. Maybe fill up the syringe with the sedative. I'll try that when I go around, because I think I have to go around. But unless there's a wrench on the item, I don't think I can use items with things in the environment, you know? So, all right, you guys ready? Let's read. Breakthroughs in experimental surgery. It is widely acknowledged that Dr. Hanwell was the architect of many novel medical procedures as he championed technological advancements for treating his patients. A noteworthy example of this was his development of a new automated machine that could extract brain tissue samples quickly and without incisions. According to studies conducted by Hanwell Mental Institute, many patients suffer serious mental illnesses that are caused by brain tumors and must be treated with surgery. With a large and unexpected caseload of SMI patients, Dr. Hanwell felt the need to devise a system that facilitated the tumor detection process more efficiently than previous methods. In Hanwell's time, the most widely used process for obtaining samples of brain tissue typically required a great deal of time and required 3 to 4 surgeons per patient to perform the craniotomy and extract the tissue. Precious time was also needed to seal the large incision in the cranium. To expedite this procedure, Dr. Hanwell devised the stereotactic transorbital brain biopsy equipment, or STRABE, or something. A wondrous machine capable of extracting a brain tissue sample through an eye socket, thus avoiding the need for craniotomy altogether. A doctor could simply input the coordinates of the tumor's suspected location, and the machine could complete a complex stereotactic procedure using the sample extraction needle attached to the movable arc. This invention led to controversy. Some scientists and surgeons believed that using a machine would increase the possibility of brain hemorrhage, and its accuracy was questionable. Dr. Hanwell dismissed these opinions as uninformed, stating that it was targeting that the targeting mechanism of this machine based on the most detailed brain atlas of the time, and that the machine was manufactured by the most trusted and reputable professionals. Okay, record book updated. I have a feeling we're going to be able to talk to the doctor about that one. There is quite a lot of like reading out loud in this one, which I don't mind, because we also do get voice acting when we speak to people, but there's an awful lot of like lore. Yeah, I can only look at these. I can't, there's nothing that allows me, the wrench doesn't show up for the hand. I don't think I can pick that up. So let's get the heck out of here. That might have just been for lore. Is that operating room B? Yes. Okay. And then we go further down. Maybe we just needed confirmation that we needed to see the dead bodies, too, from this floor before we actually go back down there. But we still have at least 3 rooms to get through. Did that say it was locked? It was locked. Welcome in, Hannah. Oh, also this is PC. This is a PC game. It's linked on Steam, so if you guys, all of the games that I play, like when they're available, are linked in the description. So if you're ever curious what the game name is or want to play it yourselves, it should be down there. All right, I see some newspaper. We're gonna be reading. Let's do it. Mistreatment of patient in renowned hospital. Several nurses who prefer to remain anonymous have filed further complaints about the egregious abuse of patients by authorities at Hanwell Mental Institute. This has led to a tense atmosphere of quarreling and accusations among employees inside a once respectable institution. Law enforcement officials, apprised of the situation, spent several hours yesterday evening searching the mental hospital. While no evidence of wrongdoing was found, they provided details during a press conference about a rapidly decaying state of the building and expressed concerns for the safety of patients. Injuries exhibited by allegedly mistreating patients could not be attributed to a particular source. Wounds range from severe bruises and cuts to violent fractures and, in the worst case, searing burn marks. Family members of patients and employees demanded a more severe intervention by state authorities. Dr. Hanwell, whose disinterest in discussing these grave allegations with the media borders on offensive, did not respond to our inquiries, tarnishing his public image beyond repair. Okay. And then I'm trying to see if there's anything like Easter egg like there. I don't think so. Record book is updated. We got more to talk about. Let's do it. Adam, thank you so much for gifting the memberships. Dance a little bit. Hey! Oh, I just realized I need to move the stream notifications over when I'm on this side. Thank you very much, and welcome into the Alieaniverse. Everyone who was gifted a membership today. You guys can now. Oh, by the way, in case like you're new to memberships or anything, there are emojis that you can use in the chat too, special emojis, and then you get cool little. Mine are stars, but different channels have different icons when you become members. So welcome in. Oh, that's okay. If you guys ever miss streams, the VODs will be up unless there's some like issue with copyright or something along those lines. So never fear. You should be able to watch if anything ever comes up. I know the music is really nice. I like it. I think it's fun. Could be that the staff were also affected by the fungus. I think potentially that could be true because we do see fog elsewhere, especially like in the basement. But I think that the group E was definitely like the original people infected. They would be the ones that have the most symptoms of whatever this is, whatever happens to it, you know? So, alrighty. Let's go here. Also, yes, all of my socials are linked down below, including the Discord. Likely meant for attaching something to it. Okay, I gotta find something. Probably a valve. Gross bathtubs. A foul stench emanated from this bathtub. I didn't want to come closer. Why not? It looks clean. not. Luckily, there was nothing in this bathtub, and then there's dirt. More bathtubs in the same gross condition. Okay, is that it? I think that's it. No, I don't think I've ever played Dead by Daylight, actually. I don't think so. I played Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, like last year or 2 years ago or something. But I've never played Dead by Daylight before. But I know a lot of people like have a lot of fun with it. Okay, we got one more door. This way is blocked. We have another map. Where are we now? External hallway and then male hospital 2. So the female wing is completely cut off from us, but I guess that makes sense because if we're playing through his memories, I'm pretty sure that we are, the like one thing we know about us is that we are a man. We don't even know our name though, other than that. But if we were in Group E, we might have a hint to our name because the Group E participants were listed before. So... Oh. The vibes are good. It was some of the shorts I had from like a long time ago. A lot of people came from like Little Miss Fortune or Amanda the Adventurer, so it could be one of those. I do post shorts, but the shorts are sometimes like theory videos or anything, so it's a bit different from like streams. Different vibe from streams. Alright, let's look outside. A section from the roof below is visible from this spot. The whole fascinating structure of the building could be appreciated from this spot. Okay. Oh. Is that the sunroof from the one thing that we did before? Let's see if we can go back out here. This is pretty. What an astonishing view. Even during the gloomy night, the sky looked as if it was hand-painted. Well, maybe it is. Maybe. We're in a video game. It's like, what? Okay, is there anything else we can do here? Oh, it's another valve. The gauge showed that the water was still flowing through this spot. Am I gonna have to get multiple valves? Long, rusted pipes decorated this aged wall in a haunting manner. Haunting, you say? I still have, like, too many theories in this game. Let's see if I can look out here. Back in the day, I could spend hours looking at these beautiful views. However, it was all rather depressing now. Even though the window was dirty, there was still a hint of reflection in it. Oh, can I see myself? I don't think so. Windows had the best view of the Institute. Several pipes adorned the wall in a somewhat grotesque way. Contrast between the Institute and the sky was striking. Confinement and freedom of the same view. Now we're on the other side. I think I should go back and check that hallway, though, still. I would guess. Because see, we're on the other side here, and then that's... Oh, that says to the first floor? Oh! Does that mean these are open now? Ah, that must mean these are open now. Okay. Let's do it. I'm back in here. Another window that could have used some cleaning. The door seemed locked from the other side. No way to proceed. Wait, I got lost. Where's the map again? I think I just need to go to the male hospital. The guy might not even be in the morgue. It was a foggy night outside. It was firmly locked. And there's a lot of the smoke, like the spores. Can I go outside? I couldn't see anything through the window. Another window that could have used some cleaning. Okay. Do I just need to go back downstairs then? I guess maybe we go back downstairs. Are we on the 3rd floor, or are we just on this? No, we're on the 2nd floor. It was just an area that I couldn't get to from before. Alright. Let's go. Even looking outside. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Because I don't know which way to go. Let's see if we can talk to Julia. Is she down there? Yeah, she's down there. She was missing one of the hours. I can't... There's no way to, like, equip items, though. Oh. The only way that you can use items is if you go up to something, and you know how we get different hand icons? The hand icons, I can't, like, switch it out, like, what it is. So if it doesn't have a wrench, then I'm not going to be able to use any items there, and if there's a wrench, then I can scroll through the items I do have. So we gotta find things to interact with first before we equip anything. Let's ask about the syringe, I guess.
Be careful with that.
Don't worry. It's just...
Get that out of my face, please.
Okay. Before we were threatening people with the letter opener, and now we have the syringe. What about the jar with acid?
That looks quite dangerous. Please be careful.
Oh. Julia's a buzzkill. I bring all these dangerous things, and she calls me out on it. Alright, what about the... Oh, wait, but if we ask about the strange machine, she's gonna be like, you went to the 2nd floor. I told you not to do that. So let's not ask about that. Let's ask about maybe the rhyme and the rumors.
What do you think about nursery rhymes?
She's very sassy.
What kind of bizarre question is that?
I was just curious.
Well, I hate nursery rhymes.
Got you.
Okay, what about the rumors?
I've been learning about the early history of this institute. Quite unpleasant things.
Yes, apparently it was a troubled time back then. There was some kind of situation going on between the employees and directors. Disagreements, I think, which devolved into a sort of debacle. It was all over the news back then.
Maybe it had something to do with the alleged abuse of patients.
Abuse? Nah, but I couldn't say either since I'm new here. I do believe those were wild rumors, though. Nothing was ever confirmed, and it could have been staff members who were displeased with the management and spread lies to the newspapers. Underpaid people can get angry.
That doesn't mean what they were alleging was a blatant lie either.
Well, the truth can be subjective. An act that may feel deeply outrageous to you, for example, if I pinch your arm on a whim because your questions are annoying me, may seem like only a mild reprimand to me. Perspective
Oh, you guys hear an echo.
Well, I believe the truth is definite, and how we may feel about it has no relevance. We must be able to discern the facts from the fabrications.
Facts can be elusive these days, especially when you involve the media. But enough of this.
In any case,
Better? Okay, good.
The institute was shut down.
Well, many other hospitals for the insane have faced similar fates. Bad management, if you ask me.
Okay. So she told us a little bit about the rumors. I was trying to make sure the notifications would be heard and accidentally caused an echo. Okay. Then we also have people. Also, it's basically a puzzle game. We're walking around and we're trying to, like, solve things to find visions around the asylum. And then each chapter is, like, an hour. And not just an hour of our own time, because that varies, but, like, when an hour passes, we are in the next chapter. Does that make sense? Also, welcome in, Haley. We explored a little bit of the 2nd floor, and then, yeah, that's about it. We haven't done much other than that. We picked up a syringe and a jar with acid, but I can't use either of them right now. I guess we can ask about Hodgson,
Have you heard
too.
anything about a certain Hodgson?
You mean the writer?
What writer?
The Voice in the Night, the Sargasso Sea stories, the House on the Borderland.
No, I mean a former patient of the institute.
Oh. In that case, no. I have no idea.
Okay. And then other than that, we don't have anything else to talk to her about. Oh, other than finding the body. But again, that kind of betrays the fact that we were on the second floor. And considering Bruno took the keys that I had found before, had borrowed from his office, and he took them back, I don't want to, like, mention that and have her do something to keep me from exploring there. But let's ask about this, too.
I'm looking for both a music box and its wind-up key.
You're growing stranger by the minute. What's the real purpose of your visit?
It's fine. Forget I said anything.
I think we're pissing her off.
That's all for now.
Alright, bye. See you later. Okay. So with that, I guess we can go back down. Maybe we go back to the morgue, which is on the second floor, or we can go back down to the basement and see if Bruno is there now, since the hour moved. I don't think we've been back down to the basement yet. Here. Cafeteria and mail infirmary. I have to remember how to get there. I forgot. I remember I was like, I should take a picture of the map so that I know where I'm going, and then I didn't do that. But we can see what's over here anyways. Let's check and see if... It's been like 3 hours since we've seen Bruno. I don't think he's doing his job. Can I not get through here? Oh, it's up there. I do think we need to look upstairs more, since that's the newest area. My only thing is sometimes the characters give you an idea of what you're supposed to do, or like can help you move the thing forward. I do want to go up to the second floor though, because that's where the doctor is, and I think he might have something to say about the syringe. Okay, Bruno's gone. The shelves were empty and full of dust. Didn't we also... We need to figure out a way to calm him down. Here? This guy? Oh, wait. There was a sedative, though. It was a regular syringe. I'd be careful not to hurt myself. If I could pick up the sedative, but I couldn't pick it up. Nor can I use the syringe. Dude. Am I just gonna... Can I use the acid? It wouldn't do much good to calm down the patient. An interesting idea, but the syringe... Well, then why did it not let... Did I have to... I swear... But see, okay, this is what I'm talking about, though. It didn't let me bring up any of the items until we had the wrench on screen. The wrench was not on screen for the sedative, so what do I have to do differently? Do I have to, like, combine it with the hydrochloric acid? Also, I gotta figure out how to get upstairs again. They keep talking about this facility with the 2 wings and everything, and it's very confusing to get around. I think if we go back through here, and then maybe through the courtyard, there were stairs on the other side there. Was the game too loud? Was he screaming too loud? Could you guys not hear me? I can adjust Eddie settings, if need be. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Maybe there's another bottle, or I don't know. It depends, because sometimes games won't let you do something until you figure something else out. It just seems odd to me, considering like how much room you have to explore around here, that it would kind of gatekeep you in that way. Do you know what I mean? That you wouldn't be able to do something preemptively, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe we had to see him break through the door before we're able to pick up the sedative for some reason. He's just loud. Okay. That's what I was thinking too. Miller might have a solution for us. Which he is... in the laboratory, which is over here. I'm not gonna go back to the morgue yet. We do have to get the spring from the dead body. I'm also thinking potentially the syringe could be used with the rat for some reason. Because they keep talking about, like, tissue, like cancer tissue. Because I have the wrench here for something. It was better to keep the syringe in good condition. Can I use the acid? I didn't want to destroy this. So what can I do here? I didn't need to cut that. See, there is something we can do with the rat. Eventually. There is a lot to unpack with this game. There is quite a bit of, like, mystery and lore and things to find. It is very extensive.
Dr. Miller?
Hi there.
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please.
Ask about the syringe and the acid.
The syringe.
If you're intending to use that, I hope it's sterilized.
I don't think it is. I found it... I think it's been sitting in this place for like 20 years.
Do you know what kind of fluid this is?
That's hydrochloric acid. It can kill you. You shouldn't be carrying that thing around.
Is that strong?
He has hydrochloric acid on his desk right next to him.
Melting down metal surfaces, such as iron and steel. Because of its chemical composition, though, it won't react with copper.
Very interesting.
Won't react with copper. The copper cages are what's holding the rats. So that's interesting. But we can melt some other things. Oh, I guess I could ask him about... Should we ask him about more lore? What do you guys think?
Dr. Miller?
Oh, I'm streaming both vertically and horizontally, but just on YouTube right now.
Just one moment of your time, please.
Was something else blocked with metal? Not that comes to mind immediately. We can ask a little bit more. Oh, the strange machine. Maybe we'll ask about that too.
Strange contraption in a surgery room.
That strange contraption is Walter's most remarkable creation.
What's it for?
Seriously? We have a gigantic library and ample documentation on the history of Hanwell.
Me. Dude, he's so mean. Yeah, but I'm asking you. What are you doing other than just staring at your desk all night? All right, what about rumors?
There's one more.
Please, enough chatter. I have work to do.
You're mean. What about the rhyme?
I forgot to ask something else.
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
Ooh, it could be. I don't know that it let me pick up the brains, though. Are you talking about the brains in the morgue? We had seen those before. We've seen a lot of, like, body tissue around here. We asked about the syringe and the acid. Oh, and Hodgson.
Are you familiar with Hodgson?
I have no idea who that is.
What about this?
There's a patient named Hodgson who used to be Bertrand's cellmate. I believe he's dead.
You seem to be looking for very specific and macabre things.
This is all related to the Institute's past, which I'm researching.
Let's see. Usually when a mental patient died and no family members claimed responsibility, two things could happen. Cremation or embalming the patient for medical studies.
That's awful.
Sometimes science can demand sacrifices, or doing things we don't consider nice.
So he's either burned somewhere, or he's in the museum, maybe? Is that what that was hinting at? What about the spring?
This.
We have said all there was to say on the topic.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Miller.
This guy's not Lenny. The chin game is nowhere near as good. I gotta agree with you there. Lenny has an undeniably beautiful chin. See, it opens up the door to it being in a couple different places, I think. The body. And they're all kind of on this floor, so we can check some of that out. What items do I have again? I have this syringe, the jar with acid. Can I use the acid, like, back here or something? A regular hospital? Because there was something in the bathroom. Remember there was water coming down to here? But I can't use anything. That was in the bathroom down on the bottom. That has to be for something, but I have no idea what right now. This is the morgue, I think. Let's go back in now that we have new things. The only problem is I don't know where Lenny went to now. Because he went to clean another part of the facility, and I don't even know if I have access to get anywhere else right now. Oh! You know what? It said it could melt through chains. Maybe we can... There was the locked door up on the second floor. Maybe I can do something there. Or on the, you know, the corner, when we turn the corner, where Lenny was keeping us from going before. Let me see if I can pick up any of these things. With a bit of effort, I managed to hook up the body bag. Empty jars. Wait. Is this the one I'm supposed to... Okay, so why wouldn't you do this before? The body was too heavy to move by hand? Surely there was a better way. But you were able to lift... It was too heavy to move on the thing, but you were able to lift it up and hook it there in the first place? Okay, anyways. There was the basement door as well. There was a couple doors in the basement, I think, actually, that we could try. Okay, I have to be prepared in case, depending on... Hold on. I'm gonna... Wait, hold on. I'm scared if he unzips this. Let me see what the body looks like when he unzips it, because I don't know that this game has a streamer mode. I'd have to gather strength and open this bag. So, what, you're not going to? How do I gather strength? Okay, he's not opening it. Jump scare incoming. What do you mean, gather strength? Just go on the other side? How do I give myself a pep talk? Did I already read this? I think I did. Okay, let me try it from this side. Oh, I can do it from this side. Hodgson was finally on the table. Was the wind-up key still inside him? Only one way to find out. Okay. Yeah, okay. His face and eyes, wide open, evoked a sense of terror and despair. Hodgson seemed to have died under despicable circumstances. Oh, I'm gonna use this? Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Oh, crap. How did the letter opener turn into an actual scalpel? The letter opener was finally used. Ew. They didn't have gloves in the facility? Okay, he got it somehow. And it's perfectly clean. I'm sorry? Dude! Oh my god. Okay, so that's it. I was expecting him to wake up once again in another terrifying vision. I needed to get away from this place. Our main character is very nonchalant. Due to my being on edge, the wind-up key had fallen into the drain. Okay, so it's gonna be in the toilet somewhere. Okay, at least we got through this part. We know that we did one thing, and then we have to figure out what to do with the syringe. If I can figure out where the sedative was, that was very clearly labeled sedative. So I think that you're right. I think that if we can somehow interact with that, all of that down the drain. Ooh, the pile of dirt, you're right. That was on the lower floor in the one bathroom. I think before we go down there, just because it takes such a long time to go down there, it wouldn't be in the... I don't know that there's anything in the museum I need right at the moment. Unless there's another dead body I need to interact with. Oh, can I use this? I can use my newly acquired keys to get into Dr. Hanwell's office, too. Can I not? Wait, what? None of my keys seem to work. Oh, no. I got excited too quickly. Okay, so what is the plan? Morgue, museum, laboratory, 2B. We've got the operating rooms. I think it was in the operating rooms. And then we've got the hallway with the gate. So let's try and get the stuff done that we know on the second floor, because without the sedative, we're not going to be able to do anything with the music box anyway, once we pick up the key on the first floor. Acid work on the boards? Maybe. We can try it there. It wouldn't open. Was it this one? No. I hear electricity buzzing. Is it that? Was that always like that? I don't think there's anything in here. There's so many rooms, guys. I think it was the one on the left. Because that was the second one that I had checked. I'm wrong? There is water flowing here. This is where we picked up the acid. I know basically what we're doing right now is trying to put together the music box so that we can get another vision or get the French guy to talk to us. I see the sedative. So why don't you... You had to interact with the cap. Okay. Oh, Lord. Here we go. The syringe was now filled with sedative. Okay, so now when we go down to the first floor, the bottom floors, I still want to try and see if it'll melt the thing on this floor. That's like the third time that's happened in this game where I just need to move the mouse cursor to a different area on the screen. Because that's what happened with the tapes, too. There was like 4 tapes down below, but I didn't realize you could move the thing down. Okay, is this where I want to go? So that's there. Remember there was a door with chains on it? That's what I'm heading towards. What's over here, by the way? Ooh, I haven't been here. She looked, I don't know if it was just the hair. She looked an awful lot if you were here at the very, very first scene for Asylum. She looked a lot like the woman we saw there. Huh. Such a pity the window wouldn't allow me to see anything outside. Okay, now I'm on the other side here. What is... this way is blocked? Wait, am I just back where I... Okay. But we got a vision. We got a vision. It wasn't for nothing. It just looped us back around. And then I think we can go through here to a shortcut to the other side. And then this way. Here we go. I'm moving my mouse cursor everywhere. It was firmly locked. Oh, dude, don't tell me I can melt metal and then get my hopes up like that. I don't think I can interact with that. I'm wondering if it is Rebecca. You know? Ooh, Adam, that's a good theory. That's a good theory, actually. Ooh. Now that we recognize Rebecca a bit, it could be that we were a former patient, but not in the way that we had thought. The lore, it's getting intense now. I feel like, okay, of all of the theories, I think that one is, like, very plausible. Radiators weren't working. Okay, what was I doing? I need to go into the basement, use the sedative, and then also to the bathroom. Which bathroom was it? There's so many bathrooms. Was it the one? I don't think it was here, because we needed... Oh, man. Male infirmary. Is it the showers? Male showers over on the right-hand side? No, because that's where that goes down to the basement. It would need to be something over here. The passage, the shed, there's the library. There was a room. We just have to find it. Alright, let's go around. I know it's not going to be in the library. He did say to search something up in the library, the doctor from before, but I did look through all of the stacks so far. I'm assuming he was just hinting as to what we needed to do. But I think I've already done everything there. Is this the radio? Too bad it didn't work. Could have used some music in this desolate room. Where does this one go to? The library. I think there's gotta be a plot twist. There's definitely still, like, mystery and intrigue. Because there's something potentially supernatural going on with the stuff down below. Looks like it could fall on someone's head at any given time. So it's not this room. Oh my god, it was this. Finally, the key for the music box was back in my possession. Hell yeah. Okay, now that that is done, the next thing we need to do is go to the basement, use the sedative, and then we have the music box and we go back to the other room. You may be asking, how do you get back to the basement? And I would tell you, good question. Right here, it's like this. I don't know if it's the fastest way, but it's certainly a way. Oh, and we can also test the acid down here on the locks to see if it actually lets us do anything here. Because there was this door. The echoes of distant flowing water came from downstairs. Can I use this? The lock clicked with a somewhat pleasant sound as I turned the key, which echoed throughout the corridors and the gloomy area downstairs. Okay, wait, I'm actually gonna do a poll really quick. I have a feeling we should, since we have the keys and it's allowing us to do it, I'll still do a poll and say, music box first, or go downstairs. I mean, we're already here, so, but I will let you guys decide. Hey Jay, how's it going? Lenny, he doesn't look old enough for having known us as a kid. Maybe he was a kid too. The thing is, though, is if we combine some of the theories and we say that the people here that we are seeing are hallucinations, and maybe they were once real people, but now he's, like, imagining them back in this place. Because the renovations, like, plotline still is confusing to me, because this place, I don't even know, you know. Welcome in, a person. How's it going? I think downstairs makes more sense, too. All right, let's go downstairs. There was another door here at some point, too. I wonder if we can use the acid. Or not the acid, but the keys. A smell made me lose my balance as I prowled into the sewers. For a moment, I thought about running away and leaving this godforsaken place. But I didn't. Oh, we got another one of these. I assumed I could use a valve to turn this. Yeah, but I don't have a valve. I have a syringe. And some acid. Alright, let's go back. Oh. That's okay, don't worry about it. Beware of alligators. Yeah. I think that we'll probably be okay, but maybe they'll jump scare us with this. You reminded me of my own demons. I have to check and make sure the spider is not going to attack me in the next, like, 5 minutes. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we gotta turn off all of these. Dude, balcony, greenhouse, sewers, and hydro room. So once I find a valve, we have to turn off all of those to get into here. The gate at the end of the sewers seem to open only under certain conditions. I have a feeling that's going to be the next hour. And journal is updated for us. So if this is a lock anyways, the chain's preventing me from going that route. But you have keys. If you can use the lock and you have the hydrochloric acid. So why can't I use anything with this? Unless I need to get, like, literally a, chain cutter? I wonder if that's it. Alright, let's go up then. Need a bolt cutter? Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well. Oh, because there's also this. The chain was firmly attached. So, can I take any of these valves? Pipes in the room were covered with rust. Oh! No, wait. Oh, I thought maybe I could use the hydrochloric acid here. So this is burned. And nothing else here. I just want to make sure we can explore and see, make sure that I'm not missing something super important before we move on. Because I don't want to have to, the facility is so large that going from one place to another actually does take quite a bit of time. Can I do anything with these? I'm trying to see if I can steal a valve from somewhere else, less important. I'm very scared of spiders, yes. I don't hate spiders, like, I get it. I know, people are like, oh, but spiders are nice, they're just living their life, they just look scary. I know. Explain it to my heart. They just scare me. I don't know. Ugh. They're creepy crawly, you know? I'm fine with them as long as they stay away from me. As long as they're like far away. I had a spider literally crawl on my face one time. And I've mentioned it so many times at this point, but it's because it literally, like, scarred me. I'm so terrified. That's not what made me scared of spiders, but it, you know, it certainly didn't help. Okay, this is the place that I went down before. I could have sworn there was another door. Yeah, there was this one. No, that's one I already went down. So then we have to, okay. Keep losing my sense of direction. Okay, what about this? I had no luck opening this door at all. Period. Okay. And then this takes us back to the patients where we can use the sedative, get the music box, and then maybe from there, get some sort of bolt cutter. Let's go there. Find one in your hair and can't get it out. You've had a spider in your hair before? Oh. Dude, those are the things that make you, like, so paranoid. Like, when you know a spider is around, like, anytime you feel like something brush against your skin. Ew. It makes my skin crawl. Okay. It was you, right? Locked, but I was not dying to get it. Or no, it's further. Hi there. Okay. I apologize. Ooh, dude. Oh, can I get in here now? Okay. Okay, let's go quickly, because we don't know when he's gonna wake up again. There we go. Hey, Venomant, how's it going? It's good. A high-risk patient was sedated. Oh, I missed the text, sorry. It goes away quickly. Okay. Odd scribblings adorned the walls. I wondered how on earth he could draw any of that. I don't know. Did he have a crayon? Hi there. There's our boy with the cool haircut. He's got a lot of, like, things. All we need is the music box, though. Finally, this was indeed the music box from my vision in Bertrand's cell. Alright, let's go back to the French guy. I think we're good, because we got the key and this now. Some spiders are dangerous. That's what I'm saying. You never, unless you, like, study spiders, which, like, I even have a hard time, like, searching up pictures of spiders. So unless you know for sure, it's better to just be like, this could be poisonous. I do know that Black Widow spiders are, like, or no, there's a difference between poisonous and venomous, right? Is that just for snakes, or does that go for spiders as well? Poisonous is like, oh no, poisonous is you eat it and it makes you sick, and venomous is like it bites you and there's venom, right? So would spiders technically be venomous? Or can they be considered poisonous as well? These are the important questions we need the answers to right now. Hey, was I ever able to see you from before? The conditions of these patients, it was heartbreaking. Is he ripping out his insides? Okay, we're gonna leave. I don't know, actually. I think that the voice acting, I think it's fully voice acted, but I don't know if they ended up using AI for it. I don't remember seeing anything about that on the Steam page, but I'm assuming that they're real voice actors. The production for this game started like 15 years ago as well. That was one of the things that they had like talked about on the Steam page. So I'm assuming based on that. But spiders are venomous. That's what I thought, yeah. See? We stay learning here on this channel. What else can I do? What was I doing? Oh, I need to do the music box in this hallway. I'm getting distracted with spiders. Alright, let's go back. Into... Was it 104A? No. Was it 102A? Hey! It was an elegant music box, a remnant of a bygone era. The syringe was presumably filled with a sedative. Wait, can I not talk to you? Oh, I have to do this. Bertrand didn't seem interested in this. What do you mean Bertrand wasn't interested in this item? I've spent an hour getting it for him. He didn't seem interested in this item? What are you interested in? I have to combine them. They're already combined, though. I just have this with the key. Do you think I have to put it down on the desk or something? See, there's just the syringe, the acid, the key ring, and the musical box. Drain the septic tank? Do I just have to put it on the desk? Maybe that's what I do. Ah, there we go. The music box that had triggered a reaction from Bertrand, like some kind of chapter in his memory. I didn't want to sedate that. Why would I pour this dangerous acid on that? I don't know, I'm just figuring it out, dude. I couldn't use any key there. And then I don't have the key to this, but I picked it up. I swear I did. the key to the music box. I think that it automatically combined it, didn't it? I can do something with him. Bertrand didn't seem interested in this item. The letter opener actually is gone now, I think. It's crossed out. I'm gonna miss it. We can no longer use it to, like, mildly threaten people in the facility. I swear I picked up the key for it. Also, I'm gonna close the poll while I can. I guess I can go back to the room and check. Otherwise, I need to figure out how to get a valve. Where the heck do I get a valve now? I ate the letter opener? God, I hope not. We use that to cut open a dead body. Oh goodness, our existence is mildly threatening. I think so, considering how rude some of the people in the facility are to us. Julia and Bruno and the doctor, they're all kind of like very passive aggressive. I guess, do I go check and make sure that I have the key? I swear I picked it up. If not that, I have to drain the septic tank. I need either bolt cutters. I also have a syringe, but the sedative wouldn't make sense with the rat upstairs. We can do something with the rat. But we couldn't use the acid and something else. But the people eating apples in the morgue were the gross ones after we've done everything we have in the game. Well, okay, when it's an operating medical facility. There was like a lot of apple cores there. And coffee cups. Okay, we've made it to the point in the playthrough where I'm walking around aimlessly. Love to see it. I don't think there's anything more I can do in here because I haven't picked up another tape. I think actually we're done. Bolt cutter might be in another body. Actually, you might be onto something. Maybe we do need to look into the other bodies. We also have the laundry room, which hasn't had anything yet. But I also haven't been able to... There's no wrench in here that I remember. Can I do something in here? No. Can look at those drawings. Don't recall, but it's jammed beyond hope. If a doctor eats an apple, do they explode? I don't think so. It's never happened in my experience. Maybe I had to wash the key, but it's not even in my inventory. You know what I mean? Because like all of the other stuff that we've used normally shows up here as something that you can pull up when you have the wrench. What the? No. I streamed. I was live. You guys saw me pick it up. You guys saw me pick this up. Is it gonna be there again? Alright. Making me look like a fool. Where am I even going back to? The basement? Now I have to remember how to get back there. This place is huge. I'd never be able to escape. I would just keep going in circles. Oh, you want me to check the shed? Okay, I'll check the shed. Oh yeah, because I do have the key ring. Was that locked with a key though, or was it just jammed? Some of the places are just jammed, and when they tell me that, I assume that we can't get in. Appeared to be locked. Yeah, but there's no wrench. Is there a door handle? Also, the shed, I think you can get in from... God, I wish you could pull up a map. I think that there's a way, since it's attached here, to get in from the other side. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe this part of the game breaks our brains. I'm gonna make sure it's still in my inventory. So to get downstairs, we have to go through the male ward, which is on the left, down here. Let's do it. I probably needed to do it in a specific order. I think so, but I still think that if you... Well, I don't know. I still think if you pick it up, but maybe that's where, if it is like a minor bug, that you had to pick up the music box first, because I think I picked up the wind-up key before the music box. So you're right, that could be the reason why. So... Alright. Let's do it. But that's just a theory. He takes a long time to, like, wind through things. Alright, now... Here we go. Bertrand attempted to do something when I played the music box, but I couldn't understand what he was trying to do. Something's missing. Do I need to give him, like, a crayon? Can you draw with a syringe? Maybe it's in Bruno's office? Maybe? He's missing his hair. Listen, he had luscious locks in the flashbacks that we had. Maybe we do need to find it for him, though. Maybe that is exactly what he's missing. He probably spotted a spider. You're right. We could find Cole. We could find Cole, and then the drawing could come to life and start talking to us. Actually, considering some of the hallucinations we get in the game, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's see if we can do anything here. I guess also we can check what's his name, so... I don't remember seeing a crayon anywhere else, though. Where the freak is Bruno? He's not doing his job at all. Is Bruno gonna be, like, dead? Is there a pen? No. We have his notebook. We know that he wrote stuff down. He was journaling. The drawers seemed stuck, and there's other things. It really feels like this is the thing we have to do to get through the hour. I need a valve. I need something for the rat. I need something to draw with. Other than that, I need bolt cutters. Those are the things I know of, but I haven't seen them anywhere. Maybe let's go in here. Bruno was sick of us that he took off. I think you're right. Wait, but he wrote stuff down here. How did you do it? Like literally. I almost felt sorry for this man. Being locked in here for a brief period of time would turn anyone mad. Yeah, this does not seem like a good place to be. All of those keys we stole from Bruno, and none of them were for his heart. Don't say that. I'll cry. Bruno, my love. Come back. I actually think he's been gone for so many hours. He could just be dead somewhere in the facility. Oh, you know what we did want to do is search the other bodies. Could he also draw with blood, maybe? This is the thing with having so many places to explore at one time, though. Is, God. I'm thinking back to the tapes and whatever the last thing was, the bottle with the sedative. There's so many different places we could go to that maybe I just didn't move the mouse in the right direction. that it's making me a little bit worried I might not be able to find what we need very easily. Well, we'll hold out hope. Maybe we are Bruno. Maybe. I don't know why I can pick that up. Julie hated us. Spider check. I'm so paranoid. Okay. And then we have this doll, too. Which I feel like is going to be mildly important, probably. Okay. Let's check the body. That's one thing we can try. There's writing all over the wall. But I'm just a normal guy. The music kind of started up again. The door was firmly shut. We had this place too. Wait, I thought I was on the upper floor again. Where am I? I want to go up one floor. Was there anything to draw in the therapy room? I don't think so. Because we had the tape. I can go back and check. Oh, maybe I can go up another floor too and see if I can talk to Lenny. Lenny! Perhaps he's cleaning the topmost floor. Okay, he is. We don't get to talk to him this time, though. Let's see the morgue. If it doesn't let us interact with the other bodies, then we know that. Also the brain. We had the brain machine. I don't remember which ones had bodies in it either. There was no need to take out another body. One was enough for a single night. It looked like brains kept for research. Or maybe to reanimate corpses and create Frankenstein's monster. Empty jars, thank goodness. I think I'm just grasping at straws here. But see, this is what I mean. There's so many different places and screens to look at that if there is something specific... Can I uncork these? Blood meant to be analyzed. The brain machine needs a body? That's what I was thinking too. Maybe it's like a real life body. Maybe we are gonna run into Bruno later. But it's gonna be like a tragedy. Maybe we have to sit down. Sacrifice ourselves. I know there's no need to take out another body. Maybe there's something in the museum too, because the only thing we really got in there was lore, and that does seem like a relatively important room. We had the bones here. Serve some purpose. No wrench. Oh, maybe we can take a pen from the doctor, too, if he lets us. I don't know, I'm just theorizing. Ooh, to take out the fungus infecting the brain? I think you're right, actually. That could make sense. But they also said, they talk about brain tumors, and they said the fungus can potentially cause cancer. I think that was written in the, like, huge lore thing that we read at the beginning of this episode. Okay, I'll check the therapy room. Let me see if I can talk to the doctor. I guess we can talk to... Julia, too? Play music... I know I'm trying to play the music box. Believe me, I'm trying. Can I do something here? 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 I'm thinking something else could be just like picking up. Man, now I'm worried there was a pen in one of the drawers where I was like, there's nothing in here. And it like just didn't stand out to me. And we're gonna have to search through them. Depending on how long we get stuck, I'm not opposed to like looking up things as well. Because if we're just wandering around doing the same stuff for like an hour, I don't want to waste time.
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please.
Can you tell me where to find a pen?
I need to wind up a music box.
Part of your research?
Indeed.
Are they paying you for this?
No.
Good.
About this.
We have said all there was to say on the topic.
Well, maybe you have. I still want to talk about it. Hodgson is done.
So, I found this syringe.
If you're intending to use that, I hope it's sterilized.
Alright, bye.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Miller.
You don't have a reflection. Maybe we all are vampires. I have the syringe with the sedative. We know we can do something with a rat. I don't think this is actually going to lead to anything, but I might as well try it while we're here. We also have the acid. The acid has to be... The acid has to be for something. I don't know how that would get us a pen, though, so that's not like a high priority. We also have... I think we need to find a sample to put in the microscope, because we had the microscope from before. Is there anything else here? There's like too much to... When you get lost, if you've missed something... You guys wanted me to check out the therapy room, though, down on the first floor, and see if there's a pen there. Ask him about Bernard. Is Bernard even one of the options on my people? Bernard isn't even an option. Unless it's Crawford. Is it Crawford? Crawford was one of the doctors, I think, right? Pens only appear when you don't need one. I know. You have a surplus until you're in actual need. We also have the director's office. Can I use the acid here? Why would I want to pour dangerous acid on that? To get in? I don't know. We can also check the doctor's offices downstairs. But this is one of the things where it's like, if I couldn't have collected things from the room before, why wait? Because would you know you needed to go back? So where's the therapy room? I wish I had a map. I think it was back... That's there. That's the laundry. Is there anything here? No. Life was simpler when we had the letter opener. You were right. You were right. We had like a limited amount of the facility we could actually interact with. Sorry, I was off screen. I was being all dramatic. This goes back into the kitchen. There was nothing in here. How do I get back to the therapy room? Was it down... I already read that in a previous episode. I'm just making sure I didn't miss something. Full of dust. We can also ask Julia, see if she knows anything, or if she has a freaking pen. If I go through the library and the game room could have something too. Oh my god, it's the game room! There was Wasn't there something in the game room? There was a box of crayons in the game room, but I couldn't interact with it. Could I? Because that's like the activity room. We'll check the therapy room and the game room. I think it's the game room. But why I couldn't preemptively pick it up just to have it in my inventory? Circle of chairs. I don't think there's anything here. That's just the window. And I can't open any of these up. And there's nothing in the desk. Okay, let's go back. Maybe I can now? Yeah, but this is one of the things where it's like, if I can't interact with it, I kind of forget about it. Because I assume that it's world building at that point. See? The red crayon was in better shape than the others. I'm so glad that I remembered that was there. Because I remember making a mental note of being like, oh, there's crayons there. But then I couldn't, I didn't seem like I could interact with it. And now we have the fun task of figuring out how to get back to the basement. I think we could just go through the library though, and then get back to that main hall. Big brain memory, yes. It's very fast after buffering for 30 minutes. Some things only work like a sequence. I get that. I get that. It's just such a huge facility that it's easy to forget, like, what's around. And also, unless something is specifically highlighted or important, I don't know. Well, also, here's the thing, is, like, I'm doing this in different play sessions, and, like, at least a day in between the times that we've been playing it. So it's not like it's, like, super duper fresh in the memory, if you take a break. He was in 102. Okay, draw something for me. I thought that I didn't pick up the crayon. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, wait, can I speak to him? What had they done to you, Bertrand? A Fibonacci spiral? Did we find the center of the universe? Ah, journal updated? Yeah, I'm standing right on it, though. Bertrand had drawn a strange pattern on the floor. I felt like I had seen it before, and while it was a simple drawing, it overwhelmed me with a sense of dread and despair. And my journal is updated. With what, though? Topics? Bertrand's symbol. So I can ask people about Bertrand's symbol? He returned to his eternal trance like nothing ever happened. Can I get him to do it again? I'm not sure that we need to. We've been Fibonacci'd. All right, we made it another hour. Hell yeah, high five. Oh my god. 1 a.m. Spend 5 hours in the... Asylum. Who are you? Lenny!
What are you doing here?
I was cleaning the showers, and I heard something. What were you doing inside that cell?
I saw something very strange. I can't explain it yet. However, a picture is beginning to form in my head. But there's still a lot I don't understand.
Maybe I can help you.
You can? Please tell me how, Lenny. I'm growing more and more desperate by the minute.
I have a key. I took it a long time ago.
Is it for
before
Hanwell's
they
office?
released us from the Institute. Around the time of the event.
A key for what?
Prom?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can, Lenny. And I trust you as well.
All right. This is the key to Dr. Hawthorne's office. He knew things. There was chaos all around, and nobody saw me when I took the key and locked his office.
Dr. Hawthorne, of course.
Why are they pronouncing it like that?
In one of her recordings. He was quite close to the head director, right?
Yes. He kept secrets inside his office. You should look inside.
Thanks, Lenny. This is hugely helpful indeed.
Oh, one more thing. I was never able to enter the head director's office. None of the keys I took while cleaning worked. I think Hawthorne kept that key with him.
So Hawthorne's office may lead me to Hanwell's office? Interesting. Well, here we go.
Here's the key.
Here we go.
And good luck.
Thank you, Lenny. Lenny can also have the key to our hearts. He's disappeared, though. Okay, so we got the key to Hawthorne's office, not Hanwell, right? Oh, it's on my key ring, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's there. That was on the second floor. That also might mean that the third floor is open now for the 1 hour. He did have a cleaning schedule set on the second floor, so if we go up those stairs, we can check that and see if we can actually go upstairs. I think that they have a, I don't know if it's a European accent. They have a slight accent in the game, but I've always pronounced it Hawthorne, that name. But maybe that's just because of the author, like Nathaniel Hawthorne. That I made that assumption, but apparently the doctor, it was pronounced differently. I think they're saying like Hawthorne. Also, Julia's gone. Can I read the stuff again? They were mostly uninteresting doodles that Julia had probably drawn. I love how it's like canon that she just doesn't do her job and she hates doing her job and she hates talking to us. Oh, I forgot I can go up here now if I want to. Does that mean that he picked up more key rings so that I can go into the locked spaces, or do I still need to find a bolt cutter? I know we should have Lenny with us all the time. He's got best friend vibes, you know? He's really nice. He's the one who's the nicest to us. Door is locked. I don't know, man. It seems like I eventually will be able to get into those, but maybe the fact that there isn't even an interact button. Oh wait, there was something back here too, right? What was this again? Oh, this is the valve. God, if I could just find the things I need to interact with. He said none of the other keys worked. Didn't he say none of them worked for Hanwell's office though? So we would have to find another way into that. Okay, I gotta go this way. There we go. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I don't know. Here we go. Back to the operating rooms. We'll try and get into his office. Oh, once we get into Hawthorne's office, we'll get the other keys. Maybe? Or maybe they'll be in another body that we have to open up. Alright, Dr. Wait. Where is his office? Is it on the first floor? This place is huge. This place is huge. And I wish I could pull up a map, because my brain doesn't, like, register where we are. Okay, I think it's in that hallway where Julia was. We do have, there are like mad scientist vibes in this place. Okay, that's there. Maybe Bruno's gonna be back. We walked by Bruno's office, though, right? I should screenshot the map. Hold on. Okay. I took a picture to make sure, and I'm probably going in the wrong direction. There's the janitor's office. Hawthorne! Hawthorne! Thanks to Lenny, I had access to this man's office. As if to foreshadow hideous revelations awaiting inside, the first drops of rain began to fall. Rain! When I trespassed into Dr. Hawthorne's office, it seemed like no one else had been here in a long, long time. Rain is supposed to, like, symbolize turmoil, big emotions for characters and everything, but I just find it cozy. I get so excited every time there's rain ambiance in games. Okay. Surgery. Am I supposed to do something with this? Okay, we're not looking there. What else do we have? A fireplace. The fireplace was in fairly good shape, but considering the thick layer of dust, it had been years since a fire had been burned in it. An antique sofa, which conferred a sense of importance matching the sober decoration in the room. The ocean still loomed outside, its hypnotic ebb and flow, presaging further horrors that, no doubt, awaited me. Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, psychiatrist. One thing was certain, he had an impressive career in his field. You can read that? Books on medicine, and unsurprisingly, psychiatry. While the sofa seemed comfortable, I was quite tired. Sitting down was not an option. Let's get cozy with Hawthorne is what his name is. Oh, damn, look at this fancy recorder.
This
Karaoke time?
Subject.
Is the recording device turned on?
We may proceed.
I'll pick up the key, don't worry. Thank you guys for the reminder.
Leave it to me. Hello, Leonard. Do you remember me? I'm Dr. Hawthorne.
What do you want?
Well, you may not remember this, but yesterday you went inside a place, a big room. We need to know what happened in there. What did you see?
I don't remember.
You need to make a big effort to remember, Lenny, or unpleasant things may happen.
There was a tunnel, but not ours. Things looked different. The smell, oh, such a bad smell. And then, no.
What happened next, Lenny?
At the end of the tunnel, I entered a room. Oh, my head was in pain. So much pain.
Describe that room for me.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to remember.
Describe that room. Now.
It's so large. The walls are strange, with shapes I've never seen, and there's a glow everywhere. And in the center,
What is at the center of the room?
no!
What did you see?
My head is pounding.
Think. Think. Remember.
No.
Who is that voice? There's another voice there.
Lenny, for
Is that
our
Dr.
sakes.
Hanwell? I
What
feel like
did you
it has
say?
something to do with, like, the center of the universe. Are they shocking him?
Recorder until he's ready to speak again.
Dude, that's the most evil voice. That was the most evil way you could have said that sentence. I'll turn off the recorder until he's ready to speak again. Dude. Not our Lenny. Also, hello, welcome in. I did not forget. We're gonna pick up the key. If Lenny was right, then this was the key to the director's office, which was now in my power. Okay, what about this? We got a lot of reading. You think we were the other voice? We could be Hanwell. We could be. We have no idea who we are. We got a couple different options. All right, let's read this. Get this out of the way. Wary as I am about recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments for the benefit of our research. It's true, the process of writing in a journal allows one to more efficiently collect thoughts and ideas, make sense out of them. However, I have to strengthen security measures to begin with. I've asked the janitorial staff to refrain from cleaning my office. At first, we tried straightforward questions. What did they see? Could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? Yet they seemed to have no recollection of this encounter. Next, we followed a set of more specific inquiries. What is the being inhabiting that chamber? Does it look like an animal? Can you describe its shape? Did it move? Nothing worked. Their minds are completely blank, as if that moment was erased from their memories. However, there's no question that whatever happens inside the chamber provokes a severe reaction in them. The procedure is rudimentary, to say the least, but effective. We tie a rope around each patient's waist and push them inside, resisting the temptation to gaze beyond the threshold with all our might. It's hard to tell from our vantage point next to the doorway what transpires in the interior, but we don't sense any movement. Apparently, the patients remain still or are paralyzed even. After a few minutes, we firmly pull the rope and haul them out. Bruises are inevitable and they hit the ground, but there's no better way of doing this. They don't react to any stimulation while in that chamber. Walter says he uses the device to lock that strange door. He's far more knowledgeable than me on such esoteric matters. We believe what the patients experience is unbearable fear. Our initial guess is that they were becoming paralyzed was correct after all. It's like they shut down in the presence of that blasphemous form before them. The human brain is such a marvelous organ. Even their deeply damaged minds react to protect them when they're in danger. As we drag them out of that ancient room, we can discern an expression of absolute dread on their faces. Insane or not, human emotions are still the same. Yet, they return to their old selves shortly afterwards as we drive them back upstairs. I now understand what we must do. The goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing the visual information. The theory is that if we are able to reproduce the conditions of the encounter, we should be able to recover details about it. Even if one patient is unable to describe it all, we could piece together a more accurate picture from multiple recollections. Our current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations in hope of prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like something. Oh, like some person. But the promise of the knowledge and purpose concealed in that chamber is too powerful and supersedes my dignity. However, these methods aren't working. They react to pain and they cry and scream, but they don't do anything else. It's not true fear. We are not replicating the conditions well enough. This aftermath, I spoke with Eberbasher about the regression she's observing in Group E. Of course, I had to play the fool, but her incessant babbling formed an idea in my mind. For instance, H has pyrophobia. The mere thought of fire, talking about it, makes him tremble in fear. Eberbasher recalled an incident during her therapy sessions in which a patient casually said something random about firefighters, and H instantly became agitated, tears rolling down his face. The music started. Following this revelation, I took him to the boiler room, the incandescent glow from the incinerators, the shadows flickering on the walls. Jesus, this is... he loves writing. And the intense heat emanating from every corner in the room caused a wild reaction in him. I proceeded to question him about the encounter, and finally the actual detail emerged. He simply said, big. that's not enough. More stimulation is required. Further efforts have involved more extreme measures. Simply placing the gas burner in front of him provoked a state of shock, not unlike what we surmise occurs within the walls of that room. Poor soul. H can't grasp that an industrial incinerator is far more dangerous than a small laboratory burner, but who am I to judge his emotions? However, that state of fear wouldn't allow me to press on. He didn't respond to any of my inquiries, just kept silently staring at the flame, so I moved the burner closer to his chest. Dude, what the hell are you doing? Leveraging their fears is indeed the key. We managed to obtain more information from these new sessions from all our previous efforts. A picture is beginning to form. JC is afraid of the dark. Brittle bones for Leonard, because he had a broken bone x-ray. We had seen that at one point. And then Rebecca, that's what she's scared of. And then BL. Is Bertrand? Okay. Interesting. I don't know if we're gonna... We have the record book updated. I don't know if that's gonna be something we need to keep in mind for later. I can also take a tape. And we can use that in the therapy room, which we'll go back to. We'll do that straight away. See if there's anything else hidden about. Oh, Lord. He has a 40-page diary. You guys ready? Oh my goodness. He was using their phobias to stimulate their memory. It does seem that way. But this is where I was saying... Oh, well, actually, since reading his journals, my theory might not be correct. But I was saying that maybe whatever they discovered was using, or the chemical that was affecting their brains, somehow psychologically understood what made them scared the most. But now that I think about it, I think Dr. Hawthorne was just being a jerk. And trying to do the things that scared them the most, even at the cost of hurting the patients. Seems like from the journals, at least, that's what it is. Maybe it's not supernatural in nature. All right, let's do it. I'm afraid my colleague Anne has elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to be open-minded while considering new ideas, but my goodwill doesn't extend so far as to resorting to shortcuts when it comes to the advancement of healing arts. As much as I can fathom the notion of an integral approach contemplating the impact of emotions on our behavior, biology is definite. Our physical body reacts to physical impulses. We could spend ages assessing the mind's response to kind words, but ultimately, it's the configuration of our phenotypes that matter. One cannot possibly identify a cortical disorder by means of a conversation. The direct stimulus of cells will always secure the path to success when dealing with obvious alteration of the brain. Yet Eberboscher insists on her holistic approach, which inevitably devolves into waste of time. Our society is crumbling, swift action is necessary, and in the case of this establishment, we are also spending valuable resources, which are dwindling every day in her theories. Since I was hired at Hanwell Mental Institute, I've had the good fortune to work with various unique patients, investigating a great deal of time and learning about their issues. Many of these are behavioral complications deeply rooted in their minds without a clear solution. Miserable subjects exhibiting a debased attitude. Who couldn't possibly fit into the world of civilized men? I find value in dedicating efforts to those with real hope, patients unable to produce a single neurotransmission that results in a meaningful stream of thought productive to society. But phony misfits who merely demand attention, the paranoid, the lonely, who mistakenly confuse the cacophony of modern life, assaulting our senses each day with actual mental problems. Eberboscher can fritter her hours away as much as she wants. My issue is the money involved. In the end, our existence is a biological accident. It's the glorious expression of our genetic material that confirms meaning to our lives, and the only tried and proven way to deal with the ailments of our bodies via the practice of standard medicine, and thus a shattered brain can only be fixed by physical means, he says. Okay, and there's no other books that we can get. So we already kind of knew that him and Dr. Eberboscher were enemies. They didn't approve of each other's means of doing things. I have to say, I don't think that Dr. Hawthorne, whatever his name is, was very ethical in his approaches. I do not think they were enemies to lovers. I think we have to accept that that specific narrative should not be romanticized, probably. I think the two doctors... I just had to go out in the rain for a second. It's so pretty. Can I go back over here? There's some light specifically on. what happened to me. Why was I doing this? I feel compelled. That's why. Yeah, I think Dr. Hawthorne and Dr. Eberboscher were just... Well, she also said that she was starting to get affected, like her mood was changing, so maybe he even experimented on her. You know what I mean? Okay. I said I was gonna do something immediately. I picked up a key. I picked up a tape, the therapy room. Before I get distracted. Also, this game is called Asylum. It's linked in the description for you guys if you'd like to check it out yourselves. Okay. I think we have to go through here and to the right. It's so pretty! Maybe the... Ooh, wait. Hold on a second. I trusted they would restore it soon, as it had a mesmerizing effect on our patients. I wonder if the rain is going to affect something... here. I don't know. Maybe lightning will crash down and open up the shed for us, potentially. I believe it's here. Yes. Okay, this might be Lenny's final tape. Here we go. Is that somebody down there? Oh my god! They lost the artifact. So we do need bolt cutters. I had already planned to go down there, but I guess that tells us that there's potentially a body and an artifact down below. Are you going to have written that down? Syringe with sedative. We have the acid still. Retrieve the item in the basement. Yeah, but I need bolt cutters. Oh, we can go up to the director's office, though, now. We can't talk to Julia. And I don't know where Lenny is right now. It seems like there is some sort of, like, ancient curse paranormal subplot. Because the artifact, that's the first time we've heard that. And they keep talking about, like, a being. And the Fibonacci spiral, isn't that normally, like, the answer to the universe? It answers all of the questions you never knew you had. Like, that kind of thing. Which makes me think that maybe they, like, met God or something. Or the devil. I need to go to the director's office over here. Also, probably I could check the third floor. I went the wrong way, dude. How do I always do this? That's the museum. Here we go. $2 a.m. Dun dun dun. We've spent 6 hours in the asylum. At last, I found myself at the heart of the institute, the director's office. Was I going to find inside the answers I was desperately seeking? I don't know. But life's about the journey. The switch didn't work. Oh my god. The director seemed to have a captivating collection of art. An elegant urn, which hopefully didn't contain any sort of cremated remains. Striking paintings decorated the wall of this office. Walter Hanwell, first time seeing his face. He's got a lot of degrees. The elegant fireplace was a neat match for the style of the room. An impressive desk occupied a large section of the room. Can I go back and stand somewhere over here? Yeah. All these drawers were shut tight. It may have been the painting of a renowned artist, but it felt like a sadistic act of torture. I think the surgeon, or if you could even call him that, is taking a little too much pleasure in whatever he's doing there. Okay, we can read. I'm gonna look around the office first before we dive into another, like, 10-page journal. They look like ordinary annotations. Is there anything else I can do? Old pens of no use to me. They would have been of use to me like 15 minutes ago. Oh gosh, there's so many papers. Ambrose, I must hastily write this letter to you as an unexpected turn of events may have hampered the long-awaited resolution to our work. The book you recommended did indeed provide the means to understanding those primordial arrangements. Ambrose, we unlocked it. What an extraordinary document, so precise. What seems to be inside, I can't elaborate further and couldn't even if I tried my best, but I'm penning extensive notes for posterity. We must act quickly. There's a plan in motion, so to speak. It is far from the scholarly treatment of this immeasurably overdue encounter deserves, but circumstances are acting against us. We need visual information that few human beings are able to provide. However, as you rightfully said yourself, Providence is on our side. I'll ... Record book is updated. All right. Maybe we have to go back and talk to the other doctor. The vision of Walter Hanwell. I know there is a lot of lore to be uncovered in this game, but hey, that's what the main character wanted to do, essentially, was uncover his past. I wish Bruno was back, kind of. I miss Bruno a little bit. I mean, Lenny's like our bestie, but I miss Bruno too. I miss the bottom of the drawer. Okay, I'll check that after we finish reading this. Wasn't that where the pens were? I think that's where the pens were. I don't think I missed it, but I'll check. I'll double check. The Hanwell Mental Institute was founded by Dr. Walter Hanwell, whose remarkable knowledge in the field of mental health care shaped the philosophy and forward-thinking nature of the establishment. As a young and promising general surgeon, he became fascinated with how mental illness worked and firmly pursued his goal of understanding the intricacies of insanity. Dr. Hanwell actively encouraged colleagues and contemporaries in their studies of mental pathologies, earning him the reputation of benefactor of the insane. His strong legacy in the subjects of psychology and medicine permeates every room in the Institute. Dr. Hanwell has also been known for his open mind when it came to the application of experimental psychiatry, surgery, and more enigmatic forms of alternative medicine. One of Hanwell's greatest contributions to the field was the creation of that, an ingenious contraption for probing brain tumors, which was discussed later in this article. While this wondrous machine showed promise, it was developed too late for its time. He invented that just before the dawn of new technological era in which the proliferation of the far less intrusive magnetic resonance imaging used for detection of brain tumors pushed it all too quickly into obsolescence. Walter Hanwell's approach to mental health care was not without its share of controversy. However, he was known for adopting the mindset strongly focused on achieving fast results, disregarding established ethical standards in the process. One example of this was his blithe attitude towards conducting experiments on live animals, a practice already rejected among his peers. An anecdote in the Annals of Hanwell Mental Institute history describes a shipment of foul-smelling rats transported to the premises for this gruesome purpose. In later years, Dr. Hanwell's interest shifted towards more holistic, perhaps even spiritual methods for uncovering the secrets of the mind. With artifacts and devils, maybe. And then we got the bottom drawer. Fine and expensive ink bottle. Seemed to like handwriting. I'd say that. A bunch of pencils scattered in the drawer. Okay, I'm pretty sure there was pens here, but I did say that I would check. Yeah, see, we just got the pens. And then this is where the letter is. And a book. Should we look at this? I'm gonna see what else is in the office, and then we'll go back and look at the thing on the desk. Since that's central, I imagine it's going to be important. I just want to take a second to look around. A large collection of books, mostly focused on the topics of surgery and psychiatry. The human mind. Okay. I couldn't make out what these jars were filled with or why they were in this office in the first place. I wonder if this is pointing to, like, all of the people make up the mind of one person. If I'm still kind of hanging on to the theory that everybody that we've seen here tonight has been a hallucination or a memory come to life, you know? A cozy coffee table decorated in the corner of the office. Okay. I had to check for spiders. I'm scared. Okay. Last note, and then we're done. Explains the museum a bit. We prepared to delve deep. I've been reading too many pages. I almost said we prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis has a few words with the security staff, playing as bad cop as usual and warning about the patients often going missing. While I returned them to their cells afterwards, as things went quiet, we grabbed a lantern each and scouted out the regions based beyond the crevice. The smell was nearly unbearable as we traversed the tunnels. I could recognize the handiwork of our motley crew in carving out the walls, but suddenly the shape, or rather the texture of the tunnel began to change. It was still man-made, dare I say, but yet different. Clearly the result of more crude tools. The rocks had developed a shiny, slippery surface massaged by the history of who knows how many countless centuries, millennia. As we stepped forward, we noticed curious patterns on the stone walls and also objects such as pots, effigies, and other fragments scattered around the ground, which were covered by a layer of spongy moss. Somehow a whole ecosystem had survived within these underground prehistoric walls. I pondered the deep secrets that could be concealed within the bowels of this towering cliff. When I grabbed one of the items on the floor, my eyes were dazzled by the craftsmanship, unlike anything I've seen in my life, not even specialized publications or museums. It felt strangely alien, with hints of human crafting, yet at the same time it was not quite human. When I showed the weird sculpture to Ellis, he seemed more excited than I expected and urged me to move forward. We resolved to move these fascinating objects to a location where we could properly research them. We both agreed that the third floor of the hospital, currently in disuse, would be a suitable spot. Needless to say, there was a mutual agreement to keep this find from the rest of the staff. The continued investigation of these newfound underground tunnels were more important. Then the remodeling of the building. Ellis warned me about expenses and such, but I dismissed such mundane considerations. So, we are going to have to go to the third floor. That's part of what that says. We should name the pet spider Lenny. I'm not gonna name the pet spider. I don't wanna encourage him to, like, keep hanging out. Cause I'm telling you, he, like, the way that he moved his arms and everything, it was like a cartoon spider. It was like when games intentionally put a spider in to scare you, and it moves and it's like, you know what I mean? And then it, like, runs after you super fast. I might be exaggerating, but it's scary. Spiders are scary. Words aren't enough to convey my excitement. My hands are shaking with adrenaline as I transcribe this account. What we found at the end of that tunnel, it is beyond our comprehension. An ultimate glorious secret right here beneath us. Ellis, impetuous as he is, motioned for us to go in, but I caught a glimpse of his presence, which was enough to paralyze my body and mind for what seemed like an eternity. Yet a fleeting moment must have passed as I grabbed Ellis's arm and ordered him to stop. We cannot go in. Our rational minds wouldn't be able to stand it. The same patients from Group E as before are the key to making progress. It's nothing short of a miracle that our financial woes prompted us to resort to using our own patients to conduct the work rather than a professional construction crew. The patients have no idea what we found, even if they spoke out, who would believe them? Tunnels, weird smells, strange artifacts. An idea is forming in my head. I'm sure Ellis will agree. It turns out that their fears are more useful than we thought. They've helped us come closer to the entity. I've no other words to describe him now. No rational mind can withstand his sight. After all, what do we know about reality? It's all merely electric impulses traversing our neurons, but if an Alieann being operates beyond the limits of our comprehension, those impulses would fry our brains unless our minds aren't operating correctly to begin with. They are indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly process with our sane minds. Have you even tried going in and doing this yourself, or are you too scared, Mr. Doctor? The fear they experience when they enter that chamber is evidently unbearable according to their own testimonies, even worse than long-standing fears from their own past. Yet something sticks in their damaged brains. We are unable to recover the information unless we somehow reproduce the same emotional conditions as those patients had upon entering the chamber. So far, we've been able to recover one piece of knowledge from each one by stimulating them to experience their past fears using various methods. If we put everything together, then maybe... We were wrong. It was alien. It could be aliens, actually, because when they talk about like ancient artifacts and things that are like kind of human or prehistoric things as well, but that also can go along with the alien line. We've theorized zombies, we've theorized aliens, we've theorized ghosts. We've just gone down the long list of anything sci-fi and horror so far. An unexpected turn of events. While patients presented the entity have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they're developing brain tumors. Why this is happening, we can only guess, but the evidence is unquestionable. Is it even that their damaged minds can't withstand the glorious sight of being underneath, or is it a deeper meaning behind this alteration in their physiognomies? We have no choice but to further investigate these tumors. Yet we can't do it alone. The extracted tissues must be subject to standard procedures and thus thoroughly analyzed by our pathologists. For obvious reasons, the source and nature of the masses can't be disclosed. We can't just drop them in their tables either, as questions would be asked. It's a blessing, as it is, that the machine is working properly and leaves no scar, but we can't push our luck. Eberbasher is growing suspicious. We toyed around with the idea of firing her, but that may draw attention that we can't afford right now. Ellis has a brilliant idea of stimulating tumor growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. It's another fortunate coincidence that they're genetically similar enough to humans, so they will be studied and we'll get information we desperately need. Ellis will take notes of the identification tag and watch the team closely. I thought that was the end. All right, let's do it. It's a reading marathon. We established that for a tumor to manifest, one must remain in his presence for a certain period of time. Still, I asked Ellis to subject me to a brain biopsy after my fleeting glimpse of those unfathomable shapes during our first time in that tunnel, just to be sure. I'm safe. Something isn't right. The patients, they're acting differently. It's difficult to pinpoint in what manner. They simply don't feel the same. Last night, H was found lost in the basement, and we didn't take him there. Also, L is known to experience absent seizures, but today I observed him in the yard, and he spent many hours just staring at the ground below him. They act as if, no, that can't be. Why would they? We must do something, and soon. Eberbasher is bound to notice. I'll have Ellis recommend shock therapy in the case of L. We risk an uproar, but there's no other option. Whew, my man likes to talk. My worst fears have been confirmed. There is a very possibility something wrong inside of me. Yet if that was the case, is there any solution at my disposal? The first step is to take my text away. I think that's all from this office. Why is there only one light on, though? Is that important? I don't think so. Okay. What if we did our own brain biopsy? That's Rebecca. See, the majority of our flashbacks so far, or we've gotten 2 flashbacks this episode that have been Rebecca specifically. And yes, Hannah, she has this whole like very, very tragic, traumatic backstory that happened to her prior to being admitted into the facility. Something bad happened for her to end up like that, which is part of the reason why one of her fears listed in the doctor's notes was that. But it kind of strengthens the idea that potentially, like, we're Rebecca's son and we're remembering these later. I mean, there's a lot of things that, like, point to aliens and everything else. I think that that's still an option. And we're seeing these people who were in the E group as hallucinations or as ghosts, perhaps. Or maybe they're just, their souls are tied to this place since they had spent so long in whatever the mysterious hole in the basement is. I don't know. Okay, let's figure out what we're doing. Brain tumor and patient's fears. I think what we have to do is go talk to the doctor. Perform biopsy. We're performing our own biopsy? Get tissue sample of tumor. Okay, so I have to do that from, I have to go to the doctor's thing anyway, because I think that for the rat we have to do that. I don't know what we have to use, though. The syringe, maybe? Or the entity is still holding them here? It could be. Maybe they were never allowed to leave. The doctor is gone. I had questions. Okay, can't use the keys. This item won't help me open the cage. What? You ruined the sample. What? Oh, there it is. There seemed to be a metal tag next to the rat with some kind of label on it. Then we have another page. TPT 091. I'll write that down. Don't want to open the cage, I know. I think, though, it's nothing too scary. It's just sad. What about this one? Evident these cages were meant to house rodents. Yes. We just melted one for some reason. Get tissue sample of... Is that... So, we have to get the tissue sample ourselves? What does the TPT mean? No luck, it was locked. What is he doing? So, should we go back to the... Let's go back to the surgery room, I guess, then. And see if we can perform brain surgery on ourselves. This seems like a horrible idea. This seems like actually like the worst idea you could come up with in this situation. But we'll do it. Why not? I think it's room A. This is the one that had the light still on. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. The bed looks stained with both rust and organic material, meaning blood and pee-pee. Okay, I don't think I can pick anything else up here. I think I have to go back. Obviously, there's something here. It's on. Do I sit? Oh, I'm literally... I'm going to perform brain surgery on myself? Again! Let's do it again! Are you kidding me? Well, where's my sample then? I turned this on. Am I holding it? Is it in my possession? Perform biopsy. I don't have the brain matter with me? It was simply amazing the lamp still had light. Yeah, and the machine still worked at all. I don't know where to pick it up from. Over here, the machine seemed in good condition and should work. This is good condition to you for a brain poking machine? Dude. Okay. I think what we gotta do is go back here and use this then, but I don't have a slide for this. That's the only thing. Like, how do I pick up the brain tissue? Ah. After the biopsy, the compartment on the back machine was filled with plasma, my own. I needed to somehow pick up some of this biopsy fluid. Can I use this? I needed to clean the syringe first. Okay. Right here. Carefully, I have to clean. There was a steady... Did I do it? I clicked through it. The syringe was now holding a somewhat sticky fluid with a red tinge. I was repulsed to realize this had come from inside my head. Now you're repulsed? Oh my god. So do I need to pick up a slide? It was now possible to analyze the organic material in the glass slide. Yes. Why does the piano start sometimes? Just randomly. Is there gonna be one in one of the drawers? I know what a slide looks like, I just didn't think there was any here. Was that a blood clot? Yellow papers. Test tubes. Drawer filled with metallic plates. And then the mugs. Was there a third drawer I didn't check here? There's nothing. It did the magnifying glass only tells us the text though. See what I mean? It was now possible to analyze this, but when I right click, it doesn't do it unless there's a wrench. That's why I'm like, I think that I'm missing something potentially that has to be combined. I did pick up the biopsy fluid. Can I put it over here? There's no wrench in this area though. I feel like there's gotta be something. It mentioned slides, which is why I think that's what I have to find. Is it something back here? I don't know. Maybe I go to the other room. Maybe the lab, the laboratory? You're right, there could be slides in there. There was so much equipment everywhere, though. These are all gone. That was the biting thing. He didn't even need any anesthesia or anything. He just put a needle into his brain and called it a day. Our main character wins the, like, nonchalant award. Nothing else here. Okay, let's check the lab then, because there was quite a bit of equipment back there. I have the syringe with tissue. I know I need to retrieve the item in the basement, but I don't have a way for that. Get tissue sample of tumor. I needed a tissue sample to compare against mine. I gotta poke somebody else's brain? I gotta poke somebody else's brain. But where do I put my brain fluid then? We know where somebody else's brain is. It's in the morgue, yeah. I think he's trying to figure out what is wrong with his brain. I guess I should check the lab. Because otherwise we're just gonna have to wash the syringe. Where am I going to? I went the wrong way. Again. I probably do need to clean the syringe, but I think that there was a... Alright, I'll clean it first. Because we still have the brain material in here. We just don't want to waste too much of it. Carefully, I have cleaned it. Steady flow of clean water. Alright, let's go see if we can get brain material from the other area. And also go to... What's rehabilitation? To the laboratory. Friendship goals. Brain tissue. Taking together. Dude, are you really friends unless you've exchanged brain tissue? I don't think so. Alright, if I was slides, where would I be? These old drawers seemed stuck. Nothing in here. There was a lot of drawers to look at here, so I guess we'll take our time. Don't let us near Lenny. Typical lab instruments. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Does he have anything on his desk? Dr. Miller was no longer working in the laboratory. Where had he gone? He might be in the basement. Considering we had seen him doing evil things with Dr. Hanwell and Mr. Horman, or whatever his name is. Hornwell. There's nothing. The only problem is if we collect brain tissue and we have nowhere to put it, or no way to analyze it. We already read this. There's an awful lot of, like, agar plates, but there's not any slides here in this entire facility. Absolutely nothing. If we poke anyone's brain, you vote for Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller is kind of like the meanest of them. Several lids. What about this one? I don't remember seeing anything that was like slides. Where's this water running from? Is that from outside? Okay, 2 more drawers to check in the laboratory, and then... I don't know. I guess we go get the brain tissue from the morgue? The table's in disarray. Okay, so we don't have anything to actually visualize with it, but maybe if we go to the morgue, they'll have something there. Water running, think you can catch it? Oh, is it the rain? It might be the rain outside. Like draining? Could also just be the bathroom. Any slides in here? I don't think so. Oh, it was on the 3rd floor. Should we go up to the 3rd floor, you think? We should be able to. Let me go get the brain sample from here, since we're here. I think it was this one? No. Here we go. Maybe I have to analyze my brain sample first and then come back. Or maybe I take some from his brain. Either way, let's go upstairs. Because we have this floor, and I think Lenny should be done, maybe? No, he's not done. Seemed to be Lenny's cart. We still can't go up there. I think that's gonna be... They have the thing here. What time are we? We're like 1 a.m.? Yeah, he's still cleaning the corridors. He'll be cleaning the theater at 3 a.m. And I think we're here until 6 a.m., so we're here for quite a long time. Would there be something in the museum? The museum hasn't had a lot. Slides! Those are slides! That's a slide. Dude, I would have never remembered that was there. I am so glad that I came in to check. Yes. Yes. High five. Yeah. Now we can go analyze our brain sample. If we even will be able to know what it means. If you don't know what you're looking at, how can you analyze it? Anyway, we're not going to think about that. We're not going to think about much of anything because we poked our brain with a needle with equipment that was like very old, very rusted, and probably infected with something. So we're on a time limit before our brain gets infected. Here we go. Once we do this, I do think that they're probably going to make us go back to the morgue. I don't know if it's just gatekeeping us for now. The syringe was now holding that. I needed to somehow pick up some of this biopsy. I already picked it up. There we go. There we go. There was nothing worth mentioning. What are you talking about? That's also not under the microscope. It's clearly on the right-hand side. Was that dish soap? I know that there was brain tissues there, but there was also something like oily, kind of. Oh no, I think it's just brain tissue. No, wait, there is something there in the center. Is that supposed to be the thing that's growing that they think is cancerous? Something was missing, and so I took the glass slide again. I know it's the second brain sample, but I thought that I was supposed to get it from the brains. Compare tissue samples. Glass slide with tissue, and I have a clean syringe. So now that I have that, we can probably go back to the morgue. No matter what, it's probably the morgue. I can't imagine we're going to get from a live human being. If we are, I'd be very interested to see how that turns out in the game. It could be a parasite. It could be parasitic, kind of. You know what I mean? That's the laboratory. I have a feeling we might need to get brain tissue from this guy. Are we comparing the brains? I thought you needed like a control sample though, like somebody who wasn't infected. Oh no, I can't. I can't interact there. Then let's see if it's the brains here. If not, what? They look like brains kept for research. Dude, this is the perfect opportunity. This is the perfect opportunity. If not brain sample, why brain here? Are there other samples I'm able to take from? Yeah, this isn't the best game to be eating things too. There is a bit of body horror in it. Empty flasks. Stock of blood. Is it your blood? You want me to analyze this? Pop the corks off or something? Take a swig? I don't know, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing that happened tonight in the game. Maybe I need to pull out another corpse. There was no need to take out one was enough for the single night. It was empty. It wouldn't be the rat, right? TPT-091. I wrote that down for the rat. I thought that that might be the sample that I needed. Can I pull this out? If it's not this, I don't know, guys. I don't think I can pull this out. Maybe we have to take it from Lenny? No! Not Lenny! Wait, but I already did this. The button was stuck. I was thinking it was the rat, but the rat got disintegrated, and then we just had the tag left over. Are there more brain samples back here? Oh my god. Some organ bizarrely still fresh? Can I do it? I had a sample from my brain by... Wait, can I not? No? There was also another organ down near where Bruno is. Maybe we take it from Bruno. We just... Ooh, wait, what about Samson? Because he's asleep right now. Dude, that's awful, though. We have perfectly good, like, brains here already that we can use. I don't think there was anything else marked there. And there's nothing in here. Is there another place? The electrocuted rat was downstairs. That would make sense, though, because it was in the basement anyway. Get tissue sample of tumor. Did I not do that already? Oh. TPT 091 is the correct sample. Is it in the museum again? Do you think it's in the museum again? Because we found the thing. Maybe he has an example of the brain tumor there. Let's go in there. Wait, there's samples here. It's this one. Here we go. Are you gonna do it? Hello? No, I think the game is bugged. Do it. Use it. I'm clicking the button! No. Oh, it's not clean. It's not clean, is it? I thought I had a clean syringe, though. I thought it was... We'll clean it. We'll not panic yet. We won't panic yet. Where do I need to clean it? In the laboratory? No, not the laboratory. In the surgical room. We can go back there. Okay, I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping that it's not bugged. We'll see. Because that would be like a full stop. At least we know what to do now, though. And it's in room A. Here we go. Oops. Carefully, I've cleaned the syringe as best I could. It's still probably going to be cross-contaminated. But we're doing the best we can. If we can get this, then maybe... I don't know how any of this is going to result in me getting, like, bolt cutters, but I know that I need that, and I know I need valves. Those are two things in the basement. The basement has the biggest mystery of all, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be, like, the last thing that we end up going to. Alright, here we go. He's still being clean. I know. Well, he's doing his best. He's doing the best with the things we've been given. Okay, guys. I'm clicking the button. Are you not going to take the sample? He said he didn't want to handle it with his hands. We're missing something? Are you sure? Besides, I could have ruined the samples. Maybe I'm just too tired tonight. Maybe I'm just too tired. I keep making mistakes. I didn't know that I could pick those up, though. We used the syringe for our own brain sample. Goodness gracious. I started to panic a little bit. It was best to prepare the slide where the sample could be placed first. What the freak? This is supposed to be here. There's too many pieces to this puzzle. It's hurting my brain. I carefully took the tissue sample and placed it on the glass slide. Okay, at last, I had both samples ready to compare. At last! At last, he says. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, hey, another memory with Rebecca. We have seen that written in papers before, because she had said she thought it was like the devil. Oh man. I still think, considering we're seeing so much of Rebecca and we've heard so much about her, even from the start, she was one of the first patients we heard about. I still like the theory that she could be our mom. I don't like the theory, but I think it's... Since we've seen so much of her, it would make sense that she would be an important character to him. You know what I mean? Do-do-do. And here we go. Alright, we finally get to compare the samples. Let's do it! I inserted the glass slide into the microscope. Do you know what you're doing, buddy? Are we just gonna note the differences? So both of them have that thing. You see that? There's like a thing. I'm being very descriptive, but it looks like almost oil. So does that... So he thinks he has a tumor. I couldn't believe it. I confirmed what I'd feared the most. Nested deep inside my brain was an unexplainable tumor, the source of my visions and possibly the end of my sanity. Dude. Wait, so what am I supposed to do now? Oh, a new memory. Oh my god. 3 a.m. spend 7 hours in the asylum. Was that the event? The event, I think, is more something to do with the supernatural things, but we're getting a lot of information about Rebecca, or visions there. Her face was different? Rebecca's face? It could have just been what was going on. Jeez. Okay, so we gotta speak with Lenny now. Our good old pal Lenny. Do you think he'll make us feel any better about any of this? The past 5 minutes have been, like, horrid. Okay. If her face did change, it could be confirmation that she was the person that we had seen in the car at the very beginning. I think Lenny might be up here. We did switch hours, right? Okay. And this is where they moved the experiments. So we're getting closer. Maybe this is, we do something here and then we go down to the basement again. No wonder there were so many leaves here with such a strong wind punishing this section of the building. Boarded and claustrophobic. Can I go in here? Oh, it's a movie theater. Oh, Lenny's here. The theater must have been charming in its old days. Now it was pitiful and dirty. Chandelier. Were they doing Phantom of the Opera? This once classy chandelier is now a sorry feature here. I didn't need to rest. Besides, those chairs seemed like they were about to fall apart. Okay, Lenny. Hi there. Patients used to be encouraged to participate in improvised plays. Art is good for the mind, the nurses said. The ceiling had collapsed, rendering a good chunk of the theater useless. Let's talk to Lenny.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I'm watching the show.
Show? What? Oh.
Why don't you sit with me and we can watch it together? It's very entertaining.
Lenny, please, you must listen to me. I have the tumor. I think you have it too, and Bertrand. We all do. Everyone in Group E.
I don't want to talk about that now.
But Lenny...
Maybe it's good if we don't remember. If I was in pain, I wouldn't want to remember. I'd prefer to be happy, like I am now.
My visions are getting worse. You will have them too.
Why are you doing this?
Because I need to know, Leonard. I can't afford to lose my mind again. I want to remain in control.
Oh, this next part is fun.
This next part is fun?
Lenny, I saw a film. Horrible film. They locked someone in the basement.
I don't want to hear about that, please.
Just listen. In the film, there was an item that fell through a grate, and it seemed to be something of huge importance to the doctors. You know, the doctors that did this to us, Lenny. It happened in the boiler room.
Yes, the fire. I remember. It was so hot.
What's below the boiler room?
The sewers.
Do you
What about
remember
draining
anything
septic
about the
tank,
sewers
then?
down in the basement?
Septum tank?
Me?
Septic tank.
No, I've never been there. And I don't want to.
I believe there's something important down there. Is there anything you can tell me about the sewage system in the building? There is a sort of septic chamber or tank that can't be opened.
It's complicated. I remember seeing spots where you can put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing sound near those spots.
Pressure, maybe.
Ooh, what if Lenny is Hanwell? I see you guys theorizing in the comments. I feel like we're divided. I think actually we're getting to some good theories here that like could possibly be it, which is that we're Rebecca's son or we're a former doctor. I mean, the other third option is that there's no twist and we are just a patient. The only problem is it's called Hanwell Mental Institute, but Lenny has a name tag on his shirt that says Hanwell. I'm assuming it's just there because we're in Hanwell. Could be a twist. Lenny is like the only person that's nice to us, so it'd turn it on its head if he ended up being the bad guy.
So, I found this syringe lying around.
Oh, I don't like those things. Put it away,
I feel bad.
please.
I don't like showing Lenny those things. Okay, we also have the key ring. I mean, we can ask about some of this stuff. I think we already did, though. What about the patient's fears?
Those maniacs tortured us in the worst imaginable way, Lenny. Leveraging our deepest fears for their own gain.
Yes. It was different for each one of us. We were scared when the burly man appeared with new burn marks. We rejected him, but then it started happening to the rest of us.
Lenny, what did they do to you?
Since I was young, my body has been weak. I move slowly because I'm afraid to break something.
Oh no. Did they?
Yes. They broke me. That's the pain.
What the hell is wrong with this place?
What is your worst fear?
My worst fear?
Spiders.
My fear.
Right now?
I'm terrified of losing control, Lenny. I must know that I'm in control of my own actions. I don't want to lose my mind.
I feel like
Lenny,
that fits with Dr.
please
Hanwell.
help me.
That could be his fear
can't.
for sure.
It's too late for me.
Okay. Also, because the voice for Hanwell himself was kind of muffled out, or who I'm assuming was Hanwell, in the one office for Dr. Hawthorne. You know? I do think Lenny would recognize him, but remember, Lenny does not remember and does not want to remember big chunks of time from his time there. And Hanwell, remember, was missing. It was mostly Hawthorne who was doing the experiments in Dr. Ann. I still think it's a possibility. I don't know if it's my leading theory. I still think it would make sense since we've seen Rebecca so much. But maybe that still ties into the story. Okay, what about the finding in the tunnels?
What did they do to
Oh,
you?
and the symbol as
I
well.
listened
We'll ask
to a
about that.
recording.
It's been a while
It
since
was
we talked to Lenny.
Yes. Now you know.
But why?
I guess sometimes people are just mean.
That may be true, but there's got to be more to this. They wanted information from you. What was it?
I can't. Please, I'm too weak. You must keep looking on your own. There's something down below that they want. Only we can see it.
Who's we, Lenny?
People with mind problems?
Okay, what about the symbol then?
Lenny, do you remember seeing a red symbol? Like a circle with...
No! Stay away!
What?
Don't go there! That symbol means bad things. The pain.
All right, Lenny.
Okay,
No
so
more
that
talk
must
about
mark the
symbol.
room where the weird stuff has happened. Okay, I think that we're good. We can't ask about Rebecca
I should
at
be
all.
on my way, Lenny. Stay safe.
I'm gonna leave Lenny alone for now. Let's check out the rest of the theater just really quick and see if there's anything else interesting. And maybe I guess we can see the rest of the hall. We have a couple different tasks that we need to do that I am curious about. What are they again? Drain the septic tank and then the item in the basement. Neither of those things I can do until I pick up an item, though. And we have a whole new area. Over here to the left. First. An artist's room? Many cans of paint had been emptied a long time ago. Huh. The boarded up windows gave the room a claustrophobic feel. I couldn't tell why, but the painting gave me a creepy feeling. I don't know, maybe because it kind of looks like a clown eating a bird? It's a bit creepy just in the nature of it. I'm wondering if some of these people are, like backers to the game. Because there's pictures and names associated with them, but I can't really interact with any of them. This game is on Steam. I don't know if it's available on other devices, but it is available on Steam, so you can play it on PC. That's what I'm playing it on right now. The workshop was a calm place driven by the queer creativity of patients. Hanwell Institute was well equipped to address all the needs of the mind. The lighting is pretty. What the hell is that? Oh, guys, I'm scared. Can I pick anything up here? Okay. An old clay bowl. Could see the movement of bugs crawling inside. Don't remind me of the bugs! I need to make sure the spider's not hunting me. Dude, this is the most paranoid I've been streaming. Okay, I keep forgetting and then I keep remembering that there's a spider. Some kind of clay dough, likely used for twisted artistic creations. Twisted, you say? Eva something? See, I'm thinking that these are people that supported the game. The patient who did the sculpture wasn't well. I think it was fine. These are fine. They're pretty. The damp stains on the wall vaguely looked like the shape of a human. It just looks like, abstract art. I don't know why he's like, this is disturbing to me. Oh, let's go back even further.
Attention, Julia and all personnel. The high-risk patient has escaped again. He's very violent.
Maybe because you've been away from your office, Bruno.
The third floor. Proceed with extreme caution.
Are we gonna fight Samson? There was an old classroom on the other side. The colorful window of a quaint chapel. Oh, I'm too curious now. No luck, this door seemed to be stuck. No, I was wondering about that strange noise behind me. Suddenly I heard a noise, something close to me. Hey. Bye. Oh, he doesn't know how to open the door. Because I don't think there's a lock on it, okay? Oh, music wasn't going to calm him down. The sound of piano might have been comforting to listen to. Yeah, music wasn't my thing. Wait. Okay, do I need to go through here? Should I check out the rest of the room, though? Rest of the chapel? Maybe with some varnish and much dedication, these seats could be used once again. Dude, if only Bruno, if anybody here actually did their job, we would be fine. The pulpit was exquisitely engraved and polished compared to the rest of the room. It is getting serious. I didn't know Samson was actually going to be actively coming after us. I wonder if we can get caught by him. I didn't think I could defend myself with that. It was senseless to think I could escape through this window. The fall of Hanwell Mental Institute, as if signaled by heightening tensions, an unprecedented incident catapulted Hanwell Mental Institute into chaos and confusion. An unsupervised patient mutilated herself in the most vicious way imaginable. The exact details of the episode continue to be unclear to this day, but the remaining staff at Hanwell spoke of a grotesque scene beyond the limits of human comprehension, which prompted something akin to rebellion within the encaging walls of the hospital. Word spread fast and authorities... like we're just reading this and he's going crazy in my left ear. Word spread fast and authorities who already set their sights on the establishment were quick to act. Had it been an isolated affair, the conclusion to this chronicle might have been different, but the combination of disenchanted employees, wild rumors, and growing public scrutiny spelled doom for Hanwell Mental Institute. In a heartbeat, the authorities swarmed inside the building with a warrant order apparently having prepared in advance for such an occasion. What follows next is a tale of mayhem. Documents were seized, staff members taken into custody, and much of the facility, equipment shut down at the blink of an eye. Hanwell Mental Institute simply stopped functioning. The building was evacuated almost immediately immediately, and all of its patients were redistributed across a number of smaller but more modern facilities. Of the executive staff, Dr. Ann turned out to be the most cooperative, speaking during interviews about the oppressive nature of her working environment. Dr. Ellis was found to be in the basement of the building, seemingly attempting to evade the authorities. This fact deeply damaged his legal case, as it followed grave accusations against him from the staff that were further supported in the statements made by Dr. Eberboscher. Dr. Hawthorne sought refuge behind a team of lawyers and continues to be embroiled in trials to this day. Dr. Walter Hanwell could not be found inside of the building. All right, we got two. We have a theory. Dr. Walter Hanwell could not be found inside of the building at the time of the raid. However, he willingly presented himself for questioning at local police stations some days after the grim streak of events. It transpired that Dr. Hanwell corroborated all of Dr. Eberboscher's claims, thus sealing the fate of the loyal right-hand man and apparent friend, Dr. Hawthorne. Those who interacted with the once world-famous surgeon during these climactic moments were perplexed by his neglected appearance. So unlike that of the figure who was once commanded such authority and respect, no case could be built against Dr. Hanwell himself, who disappeared from public life shortly afterward, never again working in the field of medicine. Maybe. More recently, a few years after the interlude of depravity that became the downfall of Hanwell Mental Institute, the possibility of rehabilitating the symbolic building has resurfaced. Once again, Dr. Ambrose Miller, who's closely acquainted with its history, has expressed interest in helming efforts to return to the establishment to its glory days. Okay, the answer to my current predicament was not in these books. As the madman was chasing me, I felt like one of the insects in the spiderweb. Me too. Me too. Alright, let's go. Dude, there's so many, like, very long paragraphs in this game. There's another piano. Can I just go back outside? Even if the light worked, it wouldn't have helped me anyway. Is he in the chapel now? I couldn't go. Oh, we're just going in circles every time we go through a door. Oh, it seemed like the madman had attempted to move the cross to no avail. However, it's still loose. It's nothing worth mentioning. He did the cross upside down. Like it's evil. Oh, and he turned these upside down too. Is there anything else? Alright, let's go back then. Something on one of the benches? Really? Looking at those torn apart benches, I realized that could have been me. I don't think so. It was certainly not the time for sitting down to relax. And then there's the stuff here. I was hoping with all my soul the madman wouldn't realize he could break these windows. He's waiting very patiently for me to finish exploring the rooms. Alright, let's go back. Oh, you can see the shadow of him there. We can go back into this room. I guess check out the rest of it. See if there's anything I can use. Go back this way. Madness at the hospital. Patient hurts herself savagely. Following troublesome rumors of patients being mistreated is already alarming hospital conditions. The overcrowded Hanwell Mental Institute, once a beacon of international respectability, has succumbed to the worst episode yet. Readers are advised to proceed with caution as the following paragraphs present potentially disturbing descriptions. Disgruntled employees and concerned family members of patients have been warning the media about the atmosphere of neglect and allegations of misconduct in the establishment, so the brutal incident that transpired yesterday evening should not come as a surprise. A pregnant patient with severe mental disorder descended into a manic state and performed something on herself. Nurses who witnessed the self-mutilation described the scene as a bloodbath. Also stating that the patient was alone in her locked room without access to any foreign objects. A nurse discovered the vile act thanks to a pool of blood spreading underneath the door. When pressed, she refused to reveal any further details about the gory scene inside the room. It's clear to this reporter that the famed Hanwell Mental Institute is spiraling out of control. Okay, that's the same information we've already known, though. Oh, can I go in here? No! It seems to be a dead end! Am I supposed to, like, go in here? I wasn't sure that the passage, it could have been a dead end. Then you want me to pick up something to defend myself with? The chair? Oh, I'm just supposed to leave the floor, maybe? Thought about running away, but the corridor was too long. What do you mean? He waits patiently for you to move. Oh, this way? The door was open. It was a dangerous dead end. So we're just gonna be running in circles all night long? All night long. You shook me all night long. The door, at least. Where the freak am I going? Can I take this down? Should I play piano? Hello? He was able to move this massive pulpit, but he can't figure out how to open doors while I'm inside of them? That's a mop. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Maybe there is something on the benches, but... He can open the windows. While I was awfully tired by now, do I just keep chasing him in circles? I feel like I need to pick something up. The flute? Is there a flute somewhere? I don't disagree with you since that's what calms him down, but I didn't think I could defend myself with that. I felt like one of the insects in the spider web. But what are you doing? It wasn't in these books. It was senseless to escape through this window. Can I hide somewhere up top? Do you think he'll just get tired out? Spider check. You guys are making me so paranoid. It's probably just like hanging out inside of my sweatshirt or something, and I won't even know. What the heck am I doing? So you're telling me all of this place is a dead end. Can I turn on the sprinklers? The light bulb? You don't want me to go in through these areas. It seemed to be a dead end. What? We could have used the letter opener, but he got rid of it. He ate it. Or did something with it. I wasn't sure what was behind it. Well, take the chance. There's nothing else to do. All I can do is interact with things around my environment. There's nothing. Listen to me. This isn't you. Maybe if we just talk to him. Is there anything on here? Guys, I'm lost. He said he wanted something to defend himself with when we looked at the chain, but you're not picking anything up. And there's nothing... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Lita, there was like a... I can only describe it as cartoonishly evil-looking spider. It was like the most spider-looking spider you've ever seen. Outside of my room before I started streaming, and I was gonna sweep it up because I don't like getting close to spiders. But then by the time I like went back to do that, it was gone, and it was moving pretty fast. It was moving its legs. It's like it was intentionally trying to scare me. Okay, I think what I might do is just leave us on a cliffhanger here if I can't figure out where to go or what to do. I used to be able to interact with this cross, but he didn't want to interact with that anymore. Nothing of note. It didn't deserve my attention. Well, tell me what does. Mad One was out there, no question. He had incredible strength. We're just going to be going in circles all night long. The chandelier, maybe? I feel like it's gotta be something to do with a chain, because that's the only thing, but I can't interact at all. The spider was the friends we made along the way. One of these days I'll get over my fear of spiders. That's very unlikely. But we can manifest it by saying it. Putting it out into the universe. Dude, you gotta do something. What does this chain even go to? I can pick up the cross? It says nothing of note. He doesn't want to pick it up. Really? I'll try it. Is there something I can do to, like, dislodge it? It says nothing of note. I'm trapped. The madman from the Tunnel of the Damned was chasing me in the derelict section of the 3rd floor. I had to do something. And fast! Hey, spoiler alert. We don't have to do anything fast. We've been here for like 20 minutes. Go to the next door. You have to be the next door and pick it up from there? How do I pick it up from there? From the next room? Oh, pick it up from being here? Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, I do it. Do I put it in front of the door? So he can't make it through? Do I have the cross? Where did it go? No, I'd have gone straight into the madman. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta go back into the room to pick up the cross. See, considering it said not of note, I mean, I figured we had to do something with the cross because it said, oh, he dropped this, he must have been very strong. There was like some hint to it, but then after he said this is nothing of note, I figured... But then he's on that side, so I can't leave the room? If the cross is just there? I just trapped myself. I have to bait him into the other room. By playing piano or something? Why does it sound like he's coming from over there? Goodness gracious. Is there something I can interact with over here? I just have to run. I don't know how to get him into another room. I don't think I could defend I've interacted with every single thing around here. I have to find a way to stop him from chasing me. Can I just hide in one of these rooms so that he goes somewhere else? It could be a dead end. Well, buddy. Am I just, like, really missing some of the logic behind this? The door was open, but it seemed like a dangerous dead end inside. I only have one way to go. They only made you grab the cross from that, I know, right? From that angle specifically. And now it's like, when I pick it up, it only does it at this door. It doesn't go at the other door. That doesn't deserve my attention. See, why would you put that line there? Nothing of note. And then if I go through it, he just follows me. You're telling me I soft-locked myself by going this... Wait, so I literally cannot complete the section of the game. I soft-locked myself? How was I supposed to know the order of the direction that I needed to go in at the start then? No, I think that... Because if I have to block him from this door, there's literally no way. I am soft-locked. Because there's no way to complete this section of the game, I think. That could have been me. Unless there's some way to hide, but I don't think there is. Okay. I guess I'll save in a new save slot. And then load... Do I have an autosave corridor? Did I just lose 3.5 hours of progress? Is there no autosave? And also, where did Scavenger go in the thing? I think I just lost 3.5 hours of progress. I should have been saving way more often. I didn't know that I could get soft-locked here. Should I look it up to be sure? I know someone looked up in chat what to do. I mean, I will replay it before the next stream. We might have to push it off to Monday then, before we continue the game if that's the case. I think I'm gonna Google it just to make sure so that I don't replay 3 hours if I don't need to. It won't be 3 hours totally replaying because there was time I didn't know what to do, and if I replay it, I'll know what to do this time. So it'll be quicker. It's just that's a lot of progress lost still. We're in hour 2 a.m., right? I think. 2025. I think there's multiple games called Asylum. I don't know, guys. Either way, I think I am going to end stream here after we figure out if I have to replay before next time, just because I have been streaming for a long time. And we did make progress. It's just I might have to redo it again. Okay, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. Oh, this only has to 12 p.m. Did they not even have guides yet this far? Because the game is still relatively new. I think it came out last week, right? I think we're at 2 a.m. Maybe? So someone else did it and they did it the opposite way. That's crazy. Oh man. It really makes me wish that there was an autosave though, because it wouldn't be as sad. Spider check. It wouldn't be as sad to me if I didn't lose so much progress, because replaying just takes time. Operating room B. Okay, and then they did the samples. We need to be here though, I think, in this one. He's very violent. Head through the door to the left. You will end up in the church. Keep going around in the circles. Around the rooms here, you can block the doors with a cross on the wall and scaffold on the floor. And scaffold on the floor in the room with the piano? I can block the door. Maybe that's how you do it if it's the other way. Depending on which way you went. That would be like a That would be an oversight if there wasn't a way to block it from the other way. So the room with the piano, I think is this one. There's technically 2 rooms with pianos. The scaffolding on the floor. Okay. Okay. So how do I... Can I just exit now? No, it seemed to be a dead end. No, you want me to go back this way. Oh, I see. You block him from both sides. The madman was inside that room. Blocking this way as well would do the trick. Alright, on that note, I'm gonna give my brain a little bit of a break. I apologize, I did not see the interact button for the scaffolding there at the bottom. I was trying to look around as much as I could. I do think you have to be in specific angles to be able to do that. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to save. And we'll pick up next time. Luckily, I don't have to replay now. I'm glad you guys are here to help me, because I probably would have replayed, thinking that I messed up. But that's going to do it for now, and we'll pick up next time with the rest of the floor, it seems like. I really do appreciate you guys helping when you can. Because sometimes, you know, you try your best to play the game and solve all the puzzles, but sometimes your brain is just not is not working with it. And I have been streaming for a long time. For 3.5 hours. Surprisingly. Not surprisingly, but surprisingly. Not the longest stream I've done ever, but still quite a long time, especially when you're reading a ton and solving puzzles and using big brain energy, you know? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch scenes now. I did save, so we are not gonna lose the progress that we made this time. And next time we will continue on. I think we are actually nearing the end. I think we are spending the entire night in Hanwell. In my mind, we explore the rest of the attic, and then the basement is probably going to be the end, because that seems to be where the... whatever the room is that's causing the hallucinations that everybody is so fearful of, that the group E was so fearful of. I like our leading theories. The two, that it's either Dr. Hanwell, we're Dr. Hanwell and we don't realize it. We could just be a patient as well and like uncover that later. But there's too much mystery still surrounding him. He hasn't actually uncovered anything about himself yet. That I'm like, the only thing that would make sense to me would be that if they weaved in somebody else's story and that we go, oh, it was him the whole time. And so for me, it's either Rebecca's son or Dr. Hanwell. I think those are the two that are most likely, because Dr. Hanwell is still shrouded in mystery in a lot of this. They were like, I don't really know him. I think even the one doctor here that worked here worked specifically with Hawthorne and not Hanwell. He didn't know Hanwell very well when we asked about him. So it would make sense, my point, that he didn't recognize him. Especially however many years. Alrighty, and welcome in. I want to say thank you, a huge thank you. Let me make sure I do this right. A huge thank you to Adam for gifting 5 memberships today, and welcome into the Alieaniverse. You guys are free to use the emojis and have the little icon there as well. And there's some other perks, so I appreciate it, as always. Very, very generous. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sticking this out with me, even in the moments where I get very confused. Sometimes with puzzle games, especially with a map this huge. This is where, even when I was playing Silent Hill, I was pulling up the map constantly, just because it was easier to, like, visualize, because sometimes when you're in a game and you're not, like, physically there, even in VR, it can get confusing. It's just nice when you have such a huge map, to pull that up, and I have a screenshot of it, but it is what it is. So I think, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and say farewell, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, we're not alone out there, and I will see you guys in the next stream. We will pick up where we left off. I am not sure about Stream Friday this week, but I will be sure to post tomorrow whether or not that's going to happen. And I will also post the stream schedule. So most likely Friday, the same time. But if not, then we'll pick up on Monday. Or maybe to make up for it, I'll do one on the weekend. We'll get a special weekend stream. All the people who can't make it during the week maybe can make it on Saturday or Sunday. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to all the people in chat. Thank you to all the people who lurk at the streams. Thank you to Adam for gifting the memberships today. And I'm going to say bye-bye. Wait, it's your birthday this weekend? Happy early birthday. Or maybe Friday or Monday. I don't know. I mentioned a lot of days. Happy early birthday. I'll sing happy birthday just in case I'm not live. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Not my most beautiful rendition, but I hope you have a wonderful birthday. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.